Man, I can't get the image out of my head. If dudes get tired of bowling, they play naked pool. You know, once you're done bowling, do they move on to naked air hockey? Do some naked smoke in the naked smoking area? Do they go to those old cigarette machines that are converted into bowling equipment machines and drop some money in for those wrist things? Do they maybe get their balls shined in the bowling ball cleaning machine? The only guy that I think might be happy about this in my world is my dude, B. Webb. Hey, Webb, thanks for always picking me up. All the time. All the time. Not because I think that he'll partake, but if this thing, God forbid, ever gets on TV, my man's got range. He'll get in his car, he'll drive from here to Pennsylvania, and he will do naked bowling play-by-play in a heartbeat.
Scrivens has an answer.
That's Weber with 2 B's. Bowling and balls.
Out of here.
Let me read this to you in part because there's no way I could finish it. This reads, thanks to Jungle Insider.
That's why there's Jungle Insider.
I haven't missed a segment since the Jason Stewart administration. However, I rarely am able to listen in real time. I started to record all of Joaquin's wars. I heard going forward, I would record his customary 5 wars that he provided at the end of each of his emails, and I added it to my collection in alphabetical order. February 2nd, 2021 is the last time I updated this list. You were wrong, Jim. There weren't dozens. There were hundreds. In almost a 10-year period, I recorded 364 of his wars. He actually did duplicate a few over the years, and some of these are very dated, especially when he would war actual people. Enjoy this long trip down memory lane. Signed, Joe in Akron. All right, Joe, first of all, thank you very much. Dude, this is insane. Insane. Stucknut can't believe you, dude. So really quickly, Joaquin would listen to a MMA interview that I would do and pretend to like it and say, there's no other sport like this. Signed, and then he would war all these things. Here's a list. He put these in alphabetical order, all right? So we've had some wannabe fake Joaquins lately. These are actual submissions from Joaquin in the mid-2000s. Wore 15-inch subwoofers, $50 tank tops, Aaron Aflalo, I don't know where that came from. Yeah, Affleck. Above-ground pools, abscess toenails, abusing the term policy of Costco's, adult colic, aggressive dogs on chains, alimony, always mention to your girlfriend that, quote, those diamonds are probably fake when Christmas jewelry commercials air, ankle monitoring bracelets, armpit lice, asking a bill collector to trust the process, asking the car salesman if you can drive by your exes on the test drive, asking the cell phone technician if you can change the GPS voice to Pamela Anderson or Jenna Jameson, asking the copper recycling center if they have surge pricing, asking the gas station when they're going to get Monster Energy in the soda fountain, asking the Blade Runner's attorney if he does DUI cases in the U.S., asking the waiter if there is a corkage fee for Jägermeister brought from home, asking your boss if you get time off spring break, asking your grandma to donate to the International Rescue Society with a check with a check made out to the IRS, asking your tax guy if you can write off a DUI, auto title loans. These are all allegedly things a UFC fan would wear. And those are only the A's.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online at hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation to determine the ED medication that's best for you, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and a range of treatment options, including trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, at up to 95% off. ED is personal, and at Hims, so is treating it. Just go to hims.com/joy and get connected to a licensed medical provider online for free, with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy for your free online visit. HIMS.com/JO.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Made in America Labor Day sale. Quality, value, that's what Made in America stands for. Now at Bostic Sugg, get a double sales tax discount on beautiful Made in the USA furniture. Save up to 70% off Lazy Boy special purchases or enjoy up to 60 months special financing. Get your best sleep every night and save on a great selection of Made in the USA Serta and Helix mattresses during the Made in America Labor Day sale on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Country music star Sarah Evans will be coming to the Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on September 14th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets to see Sarah Evans on September 14th at weldonmillstheater.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
He's live. He's nationwide.
Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
How's everybody doing?
You already know, my guy.
I think it's pretty selfish of you to ask me that question, to be honest with you.
Hey, you ought to see me in the summertime. Drop that, baby. Let's see it.
Yeah, I missed the lunch meeting today.
I love Food Line's magazine section, and I love using the bathroom and clogging it up.
That's nuts. I smash anybody's grandma.
At the Burlington... I have no idea what the just happened.
Tell you what, I'm a turtle saver.
I don't like Cocky Clip.
Where is Clip? Clip, what's up, dude?
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
All right, welcome in to a Football Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here, one day out from East Carolina football 2024 as the Pirates get ready to start their season against the Norfolk State Spartans. We are packed with a great lineup of guests on today's program on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930, online, pr927fm.com. And we'd love for you to hang out on Facebook Live and YouTube. Come see us, Pirate Radio TV. Like, subscribe, and tell us how you're feeling about week 1 of the East Carolina football season. You can find the show there, Facebook Live as well. Shirley Rhodes is in the house. We got intern Brett. We got intern Jared. Chandler has risen. He is awake and ready to go for today's show after a fun night at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. Ellerby, Mark, Jenny, everybody, Big Dog getting ready for game day on a Saturday. And we got a great lineup of guests, including Brian North, WCTI 12. We'll talk about week 1 of the college football season. We are a week or less than a week away from kicking off the NFL season. We'll talk NFL with Tony Dunn, CarolinaCatChronicles.com. Get some final thoughts heading into the regular season of the NFL. A couple of former Pirates, Blake Proehl and Holt Ahlers, will join us on the program. And ECU Hall of Famer, touchdown, Tony Collins, will join us from New Orleans. And the voice of Dowdy Ficklin Stadium and Minges Coliseum, Morgan Ahlers, will join us on the show as well. I love Marissa's enthusiasm as we have joining us very special guest inside the Pirate Radio studios. We got Steve the Pirate Steve, and also, and I was worried about this, I don't want to get canceled. Is winch?
No.
That's a bad term.
Yes, originally in Old English, it didn't start out that way, but I don't know how it was ever seen as a term of endearment, because winch, it's nasty. But if you look up the modern, if you look up the modern connotation and meaning of it, I will never go by the word wench, because I'm not Julia Roberts' Pretty Woman. So I'll just put it that way, because censorship and all of that.
This is why we ask these questions to learn.
You don't want to be out in public and call her a wench, because I get the look. And, it's
he steps in and don't call her that.
So are you Marissa the Pirate?
Lady Pirate Marissa.
Lady Pirate Marissa.
Yes, just like our Lady Pirates of ECU. So Lady Pirate Marissa.
Which we'll talk quite a bit about in a moment.
Absolutely.
You guys were on the stage last night, had a great night at the State Theater at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. The season doesn't officially begin until Steve has us raise our glasses and the awesome toast. How was y'all's experience last night?
It's great. It's always good to be back. And, thank you to to Pirate Radio for having us back every year. But yeah, it gets. I try to do something a little bit different every year with it. But it's just a nice little fun toast we have to start out the event. And last night was no exception. And I got to call out Holt and Ahlers there at the end to kind of have him try to sing a song.
Yeah,
he was kind of he didn't. I don't think he wanted to, but we'll try to get him out here next
Well, I
year.
mean, it's a tough act to follow with Blake Proehl.
Blake Proehl.
True.
He did an amazing job last night. It wasn't a tough act, so I don't blame Holton for going, no.
Well, we had our American Idol, and Holton's kind of our Greenville Idol.
Exactly, he is, especially with that fifth quarter call in. So
That's great plug.
Oh,
of course.
Well done.
Bravo.
We'll be with you after the game on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show, and of course 4 hours before the game on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Busy Saturday for us. Let's talk about y'all's Saturday. So, Steve, you said last night, year 15 for you?
This is my 15th year, 16th season.
Wow.
So I started the season, fall season, 2009. So this should be my 16th season.
Okay.
15 years total.
Of leading the Pirates out on the field.
Yeah, and like I tell everybody, but I've only missed one game in all that time, and I was in the hospital, so I had no excuse. So.
Yeah.
You got to play through the pain,
I
Steve.
played
Come on.
If it would have been a Saturday game, I would have made it because I was in the hospital. It was a Thursday night game, and I had surgery that morning, and I was watching it from my hotel bed. And ESPN kind of gave me a little shout out there, and that was really nice. But I would have made it to the Saturday game, but they didn't want to do that. So
Man, I love when traditions kind of start organically. For an example, at ECU baseball games, Chris Holba used to come out to the safety dance, and the crowd would kind of do the clap. So after he left, they're like, hey, we need to incorporate that somewhere. So they started playing it every fifth inning, and the crowd stands up, does the clap, and it just kind of started like that. ECU has Purple Haze, of course, and some other great traditions, Purple Gold. But Steve and now Marissa, you guys have become kind of part of Pirate tradition. It's pretty cool.
And we really appreciate everybody supporting us.
Oh, absolutely love it.
I've wanted to do something a little bit different every year, but it's kind of I don't want it to get too vanilla and just the same old thing. But yeah, I thought it's great coming out of that tunnel and just doing what we do. And then when I throw my hat, she goes and brings it to me, and then I do the raising of the Jolly Roger, and then I go up. We go upstairs and kind of hang out with the fans and do some photo ops and things like that, and then watch from the comfort of the stands.
Jamie says, man, it's got to be hot in those outfits.
Oh, God.
Yeah, that's why they're hanging out. They're chilling in the AC.
Well, when we're not doing this, we're actually performing 9 months out of the year with our own performance group, the Shadow Players. We do live sword fighting
Actually, how ECU found you was at Greenville Pirate Fest.
That's back in 2009. They were looking for a new pirate.
So does that take you all over the country, region?
Or the East Coast,
East Coast?
Canada to Florida.
Wow.
Our next gig is going to be in Panama City, Florida in October. And then we'll be in Myrtle Beach and Ocracoke, and then
Beaufort.
Beaufort,
yep.
Yeah, Pirate Invasion. So
very cool.
I've been doing that for about 23 years now.
Yeah, our group is in its 30th year, though.
Yeah,
so, yeah, it's our 30th year this year.
How does one get into that, Steve? Where did that come from?
I had been doing theater for a while,
yeah.
And I kind of reached out to the artistic director at the time with the Shadow Players, and she brought me on board and kind of trained me up and how to really do some authentic historical swordplay. And then I became the artistic director in 2007.
Man.
And it can be pretty brutal in the summertime, yes. But thankfully we're having the Beaufort Pirate Invasion the weekend before Thanksgiving this year, so it's going to be a little bit more forgiving for us.
That's fascinating. And Marissa, well, we'll talk about what you're doing with ECU as well. But how did you get here?
2016 Greenville Pirate Fest. I met Steve.
Yep.
So, and then we knew a friend of a friend kind of thing, and then we ended up reconnecting at Beaufort Pirate Invasion, became Facebook friends, and every now and then, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how you doing? And was it 2018? You were talking about teaching a sword fighting class or sword play class to a high school group. I said, well, that sounds interesting. And he said, I could teach you. And then he ended up bringing me out. I was going to be an intern member, and then the newest member quit. So he's like, all right, you're up. And I had 4 weeks to train before Greenville Pirate Fest in 2019, and that was my very first gig with the Shadow Players. And so Greenville is the second home to me. It's where it all started. And then 2021, I started coming out to the games with you, and I kind of was like, here and there. But then 22 and 23, I really made an effort to wear the purple and gold, make sure I had the corset, just wanted to go all out for the fans. And Congressman Don Davis approached me. I was at September 9th of 2023, that game, and said, is this something you'd like to be doing? I was like, I'd love doing this. And he said, would you like my endorsement? I didn't know this man. I'm like, sure. And then he said, I'm Congressman Don Davis. I said, hi. And the next thing I know, he's introducing me on the House floor in Washington, D.C. as ECU's first female Pirate. And I'm like, okay, here we go.
And turning back.
Yeah, exactly. And at that point, I had made an appearance. The volleyball team had me out. So that was my very first official appearance as Lady Pirate Marissa. And it's really just taken off from there with the women's programs and everything having me out. So.
And I understand you're now a soccer aficionado. You were telling me some of the terms last night. Headbutt, I believe it was, Steve?
Yeah, headbutt. Yeah, I'm still learning the terms. I mean, I just like with lacrosse and everything, I'm still learning the intricacies and the rules, because all I know is get it in this net, keep it out of this one.
Yeah.
And I joke. I said, look, if you're going to go down, for a foul or anything, make it good and make sure the opponent is like next to you. So it's
you should be a coach. I mean, you got it all figured out. But you are you've been to some of the soccer games this year, right?
Yes, 3 of them so far.
Yeah.
So the first one, the original home game opener was supposed to be that Wednesday night, but that was canceled because Debbie was a downer. And then the next one was the 22nd, and that was the one after NC State. See, UNCG, that's who we played. Right. Sorry, they're irrelevant. The opponents are irrelevant to me. So, but that was pretty amazing, and I got to meet the Scallywags for the very first time, and I love that group of students. The student section is just absolutely wild at soccer. And then before the Pirate Radio party, I actually got to run the team out onto the field, and then did the opening, and then came to Pirate Radio.
She does more games than I do. She's done 30 games last year, and I did
in
6.
spring. Yeah,
so.
Between lacrosse, softball, tennis, and then the last 2 games of the basketball season, I think I clocked about 30 games for the spring season.
Fantastic. So you go to a game, you'll see Steve, or more likely Marissa, it sounds like.
That's right.
So that's...
I'll be in the stands incognito just cheering her on. So.
There you go.
He doesn't want to take it. A lot of people ask, why don't you dress out when you come to the women's games? He says because he doesn't want to take attention away from the Lady Pirate athletes.
No, it's not my job. No.
Marissa, Steve, what you got coming up today? Big event going on right across the road.
Yeah. Well, we actually went over to Sup Dogs and had a nice lunch and enjoyed it over there, and then walked around town a little bit, and I think was it start at 5:30,
I believe.
Yeah, we're gonna go over there and maybe hit the stage a little bit, kind of get the Pirate Nation rallied up.
Yep, Free Boot Friday, and I believe Trainwreck is playing tonight.
Yep.
Did I read that correctly?
Yeah.
So absolutely the place to be tonight. I mean, whether or not you got to come last night to the amazing, Pirate Radio kickoff party with Blake Proehl, and then Should Have Been Cowboys playing, if you really want to follow that up, it's the 1, 2, 3 punch, and come out tonight to Free Boot Friday, and then it's that real perfect kind of appetizer to tomorrow's entree game.
No doubt.
Tomorrow is the tailgate with the Pirate Radio, and it's always a good tradition to stop by there and say hello to everybody.
Never lost a tailgate.
Football season, great. We love football, but everything that surrounds it, right?
Yeah.
We're just like a big giant family reunion.
Yeah.
It kind of seems
win or
like.
lose, the Pirate Nation is very faithful, and I appreciate that. Everybody appreciates that,
Well, Steve, Marissa, we'll let you get back to your duties, or you can hang out in the AC.
We'll hang out in the AC, cool off until it's time for Free Boot Friday.
Thank y'all for being there last night. It was a lot of fun, and thanks for hanging out today.
Thanks
for having us. Thank you so much for having us.
Go Pirates.
Let's get a break in. Oh, let me get a prediction before we go. Steve, what you got score for tomorrow?
I think we're going to go 1-0 tomorrow.
Okay. Just get the win.
I'm going to say I think our defense is going to hold them to maybe 3 points. But I have yet to really see the offense in play. But from what I hear, good things. We're going to run it up at least 3 or 4 touchdowns.
All right. So at least 28-3.
28-3.
But could be more. Marissa, what do you got?
I say 35-7.
35-7.
35-7. If anything, they'll only grab that one. The opponent will grab that one maybe in the first half, give them false hope, and then we're just going to annihilate them in the second. So I hear that the new OC is absolutely hungry, and I think the entire team, Pirate Nation, is just hungry for a win. So I think,
for a good season.
Yeah, we're in for a good season.
All right, I like it. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll be with you 2:00 on the Bud Light pregame tailgate, and after the game, the U.S. Cellular 5th quarter call-in show. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll see if Chan Man's there he is.
There he is.
He looks great.
He's kicked back.
Never looked better. We'll talk to Chan. We'll recap last night. In college football. North Carolina ekes out a win. NC State. Things got a little close between them and Western Carolina. We'll recap the night and have more for you when we return after this.
Pirate fans, Free Boot Friday is back. Downtown Greenville Partnership invites you to Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally for ECU football. Join fans for live music from Trainwreck, food trucks, beer garden, family activities, and so much more. The Free Boot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games at 5 Points Plaza. Visit downtowngreenville.com for more information, and as always, go Pirates.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving away ECU football tickets. Stop in and register to win and purchase the vehicle of your dreams. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
North Carolina State Parks has activated the North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan. With over 40 parks to visit in the state, we want to hear from you. Selected residents may receive a North Carolina Outdoor Recreation Plan survey through the United States Postal Service. Please take the time to complete the survey to help outdoor recreation from the mountains to the sea. For more information, visit ncparks.gov/outdoors.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's famous weekday lunch specials are only $7.99. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and a drink on the patio. Join Down on Main Street every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
You know texting while driving is dangerous. That's not new information. Yet most people admit to doing it anyway. Drivers are 23 times more likely to be involved in a car accident while texting. Know the facts and wait to text. The danger is real and it applies to you. Auto Owners Insurance. The no problem people. Information provided by Virginia Tech Transportation Institute.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
It's hot outside, but you won't break a sweat using ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate for your next home sale or purchase. Our experienced agents help you stay cool while navigating the home buying or selling process. Uncover your next treasure today by visiting encpiraterealty.com. And remember, at ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we close the deal or someone walks the plank. Go Pirates!
Looking for physical therapy near you? Have you had orthopedic surgery, a work or sports injury, or a medical condition that has limited your day-to-day activities? At ENC Physical Therapy, we strive to provide one-on-one care with a personalized treatment plan with little to no wait times for initial evaluation. ENC Physical Therapy is located in Washington, a convenient 20-minute drive from Greenville. As a patient, you have options and the right to choose where to go. So give ENC Physical Therapy a call today at 252-495-0018. ENC Physical Therapy.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Like a cold beer on a hot summer day. Nice. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram is a family-run dealership that creates a family-like atmosphere for their customers. They have one of the biggest used car inventories in Eastern North Carolina. You can shop online today at EastCarolinaChryslerDodge.com. East Carolina Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive. And your bumper music brought to you by Weldon Mills Theater. It's Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. And with comfortable seating throughout the venue, there's not a bad seat in the house. Coming up September 14th, country music star Sarah Evans will be performing at Weldon Mills. If you want tickets, go online at weldonmillstheater.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Good question that I wish I'd have seen earlier. Jamie says, their website says Steve does fight choreography for films. Any films we would know? We'll get the answer to that in a moment because they're still hanging out with us. Also got some score predictions coming in. Newton's got 38-6 Pirates. Noah 28-17. How do we feel about 28-17? Oh, by the way, left side.
Strong side.
Welcome in, Chandler.
What's
How you
up,
doing,
baby?
buddy?
I'm doing good.
How would you feel about 28-17?
Not good.
Really?
Mm-mm. Not good.
How would you feel about 35-10?
I would feel good.
Feel okay? 28-17, you think we'd have some anxious callers on the fifth quarter?
No doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. Yeah.
Could be a long show if it's 28-17. How about a brisk, fun, celebratory show after, what did I say earlier this week? 43-13, 44-13, something like that?
Here's my question.
Right.
If Wolfpack Radio had a fifth quarter call-in show last night, how do you think their callers would be?
Probably not too happy.
No, that was scary in Raleigh. And it looked like the Wolfpack could have been defeated last night, but they rallied in the fourth quarter. So and the only thing I could think of was like if that's the case Saturday with East Carolina, most of the fifth quarter, even if we win, like it's not going to be pretty.
Yeah, I would like to say thank you to NC State. I ended up for the night, but I lost Minnesota. I lost Jacksonville State. They got blown out by Coastal Carolina. And I did hit Utah, but I took State at halftime, -7.5, thinking, all right, they've fooled around enough. And it was still tricky in the third quarter. They finally pulled away a little bit late in that game, right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So, but State did get a win, but it was a lot closer than people thought. We get into some of last night. Did you watch any North Carolina, Minnesota?
Are you ready for some football?
Yes, Jonathan,
Yes,
I am. Stop asking.
I am ready for some football tomorrow for sure. I did not watch.
What were you doing last night?
North Carolina, buddy. We'll get into that later. But
You're a friendly guy because every time I saw you, you had 3 beers. So I'm assuming you were delivering beers to people.
No.
Were you working the event?
No, they were all.
Were you a server?
No, they were all for me.
I've heard you were triple fisting, dude.
Yeah. One of the beers were empty. I guess I was just too lazy to go to the trash can and throw it away. I think the beer was empty, and I felt like I would be cool if I had like 3 beers in my hand.
Chandler, we're not at a high school party. Like adults, man.
Am I cool?
It's not cool to like binge drink anymore. That was cool, in high school. But.
No, but I didn't watch the Carolina game. I did watch the State game last night at Dirty Dance for the after party, which was great, by the way. Dalton Davis, awesome on the stage last night at Dirty Dance. But yeah, I did watch the State game. Didn't watch the Carolina game, but I heard that they squeezed it out.
They did with a missed field goal at the end of that game. Minnesota loses, and very similar to East Carolina losing to NC State in that opener, where PJ Fleck ran the ball a little conservative, maybe late, setting up a field goal rather than trying to get down the field.
Throw the boat.
His kicker had already missed one previously and missed one at the end of that game, and North Carolina walks away 1-0. Robert says Travis Hunter put on a show last night.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado. The Buffaloes knocked off.
They escape a upset.
Good game. North Dakota State was game last night, but the Buffaloes win at home.
Yeah, and after the game, it's always something with Dion. But after the game, he goes into the press conference, and the first thing he does is apologize for the AC going out. He needed to apologize for his program playing poorly against North Dakota State.
Okay. I'm not going to slight the Bison because they're really good.
They're an FCS powerhouse for sure. But yeah, Travis Hunter, if it wasn't for him, man, well, does Colorado get out of that game with a win? I don't think so. And Travis Hunter does it on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. And 3 touchdowns last night. He tied a record for most touchdowns in a game for Colorado.
Really? I would assume Eric Bieniemy or Cordell Stewart maybe would have had more.
Nope.
But, okay. Chad says, has there been an update on Carolina's quarterback? Yeah, I got that in my notes here, Chad. Hold on. One of these pages here. Hold on.
All right, Jim Rome.
It says, I don't care. That was the update.
Oh, wow.
So there you go, Chad. Thank you for asking. Richard's score prediction, 40-0.
Zero.
40-0. Pirates shut out Gardner-Webb last year. Could we see another on Saturday? I think there's a possibility.
So. With this defense, the experience, the veteran group that we have, especially up front, I could definitely see a shutout. And what a great start to the season that would be for this defense on Saturday.
Robert says Hunter played every snap. Is that true? Offense and defense? That can't be true.
115 out of 116.
See, I told you it wasn't true.
There's Brett.
He missed one snap. What's up, Brett?
What's up, Brett?
What's going on?
That's him.
Who the Mets got this?
UIM.
The Mets?
Yeah. Braves blew one last night against the Phillies.
The Metropolitans got the White Sox.
Congratulations on the sweep. By the way, Jarrett, big White Sox fan, battle the interns this weekend. Y'all should make a bet. If the White Sox, if the run differential is less than 42, Jarrett wins.
Should be a clean sweep.
Should be.
Put us back in the race.
And that was Shane Alto with the prediction, not Richard. What's up, Shane? Hope you're doing well, buddy. Noah says he doesn't think Colorado played poorly. He just thinks they aren't very good.
I agree.
And he speaks. Because he is him.
Let's look through the schedule real quick and see how many games Colorado. I'm sorry, folks. I'm sure y'all are tired of hearing about Colorado football, but I want to see what they got. Ooh, they got rematches. They got. I like their early season slate because they got the rematch against Matt Rule in Nebraska at Nebraska.
Yeah,
I'm gonna call that a L.
This is the one that I'm excited for.
Colorado State.
That was a crazy game last year.
Yeah. Was it Jay Norvell, coach of Colorado State?
Former Nevada coach, former coach of Jack Powers.
And I would like to apologize for myself and Chandler for wearing a hat indoors.
Oh.
I know Jay Norvell's not a big...
Good thing we're not wearing glasses.
Look at all of us, man. We're all going to hell in a handbag.
What in the hell?
Every last one of us is wearing a hat inside. What happened to people? What happened to society?
Hey, good thing we're not wearing glasses because it was hat and glasses.
And glasses? All right, good.
So we are we're okay on the glasses part.
Guys, Colorado. I was listening to the Barstool Pick'em, and I believe Dave said they would start 6-0. I think they might start 1-5. They'll beat Colorado State. But they got at Nebraska, at Colorado State.
At the end of the day.
Baylor Bears, at UCF, and then Kansas State at home. And then at Arizona. I mean, that is a pretty tough stretch.
Their last 4 games are also hard.
Let's call them Utah. Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, Oklahoma State. Yeah. That Big 12 is an eclectic mix of teams. And it's not great, but it's good. It's interesting. Utah put the hammer down last night on a poor team. I got them as my champion. Yeah, I think Colorado, I don't see them having a winning record after looking at that schedule.
They'd be lucky to win 4 games again.
Yeah, that's. I think Dion leaves after his sons. Now he's got Shadur and he's got the corner. What's his name? Shiloh.
And then Travis Hunter.
Do we know what year Shiloh is?
Senior.
Okay, so Shadur and Shiloh are gone after this year.
All 3 of them are going to be gone.
Yeah. So I think he leaves with them.
Probably. Will he get a pro job?
A head job? No.
Coordinator?
He could go on as a coordinator or something.
He's
but
not. No,
I don't think it's going to be
he's not going to take a coordinator job.
If
there's a job that he's going to want to be the head man. He doesn't want to be as assistant.
What if he pulls like a LeVar Ball, takes them? He could be like they could be the dominant CFL team or NFL Europe. They just all go together and make a super team over there with all their guys. I would like to see Dion back on TV again. I think he's entertaining.
Doing what? Like NFL Network?
Yeah, doing something like that. Studio show. Like I wonder how long this coaching thing will last for him. All right, Jamie says Dion's not ready anymore for prime time. Coming up tonight, are you guys intrigued about any of these matchups? Because I am not. I
mean,
I'm trying to think that Florida Atlantic can give Michigan State a game, and that line has gone down a point. It's at 13 right now.
I wish it wasn't on the Big Ten Network.
Why is that?
Can I get that?
Chandler, it's 2024, man. Like, you can get any.
Can I get that on ESPN Plus?
Yes.
I can?
No. Of course not. Lehigh and Army, CBS Sports Network.
All right, you're going to think I'm crazy.
Okay.
But just because Temple's in our conference, I'm going to tune into that game.
Yeah, you're crazy.
Because that is going to be a murder.
That is one of my...
There's Jared.
Hey, Jared from the clouds. The game I'm
That's
least
be a murder.
interested in, if I could go through the field steal and do a thumb through of random matchups I wouldn't want to see, Temple at Oklahoma is pretty much on the list at the top.
You've said it for days now that Temple, Oklahoma is like your least favorite game. Like you would have to
maybe ever created.
You would have to be tortured to like watch that game.
And you're into it.
I'm not into it, but I'm going to like tune in.
Okay.
But like once Oklahoma is up 21-0 and with 8 minutes to go in the first quarter, I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm out.
I want to do this before I forget. Chat gang, listen up. I want to, as a group, come up with a pick, and we'll have some insight on it as well. But so tomorrow our show starts at 2:00. We'll be watching the noon games. I want y'all collectively, us to pick one game for me to bet on in the 12 o'clock hour for me to pay attention to. So chat gang, I'm going to throw out the possibilities we have here. Of course, you got your big games with Clemson, Georgia, and Penn State, West Virginia. There's a few others. Iowa, Illinois State, Virginia Tech is a 13.5-point favorite. That was John Moody's favorite play of the week. UConn, Maryland a 19.5-point favorite. Maybe they roll. Louisville, Austin P. You got a lot of options. So which of those noon games is going to be our chat gang play of the day for Saturday?
You mentioned John Moody. He actually just tunes in on YouTube and says VT minus 13.5 lock.
That's his lock. So as of right now, that is the first game mentioned by a chat ganger. So that is on the board right now. What other noon game should we put on the board?
Should I go ahead and lock in on that?
VT is going to be good.
They're going to be good?
Yes. They're returning their...
Are they ACC contenders?
I think so. They're returning their entire starting offensive line and entire starting defensive line.
All right. Is that Coach Mack over there?
That builds chemistry. They're going to be decent.
All right. VT is the early leader in the clubhouse. If you folks out there have something else, let me know. Shane has Georgia.
I like Pitt.
Okay.
That's against Kent State. Pitt minus 24.
Tell me why.
Kent State's bad.
Okay.
Wait, who?
Kent State versus Pitt.
Does Pitt not play West Virginia?
No, Penn State plays West Virginia.
All right, never mind.
Sean, go drink 3 beers and we'll do the show.
Sorry.
That's all right.
That's my bad. You know what? I'll take your pick. I'll take it. I'm taking John Moody's pick and yours.
John's going to be $800 in the hole just taking everybody's pick. You know what? That sounds good. Give me all. By the way,
5 beers, 6 beers, 7 beers.
Speaking of Honeycuts, your dad ruined the football season for me.
Yeah, I would love to know why.
He absolutely
the whole season?
Yeah,
it hasn't even started.
I know he ruined it.
How?
Because he told me about his buddy, who hit a bet. Who hit a Georgia Tech, Florida State, tied at halftime.
He did.
Georgia Tech wins bet.
Yep.
And now that's all I can think about. And it's only going to be $5 or $10 a week. But how many weeks are in a football season? And I'm going to have to do it with the NFL. So we're talking like 35 weeks, whatever, of me. So I'm going to end up losing at least $350 this year, probably more, chasing that stupid bet that your dad told me about.
All right, buddy. Here's the thing. You know how you can prevent from doing that? Not doing it.
Not talking to your dad anymore ever?
No, don't do the bet.
I have to.
No, you don't.
This guy won
Did he say you had to do it?
He won like $3,000.
No, he just told you about it, and you're like, your gambling addiction just went crazy. You started scratching your neck, and you're like, man, I got to get this.
Nah, so your dad, last night he told me his buddy hit Florida State, Georgia Tech, tied at halftime.
Mm-hmm.
Georgia Tech wins.
Yep.
And like, as your pop said,
that's like a 1 in a million.
I know.
Yeah.
It's crazy. But now I'm going to be chasing that the entire season.
You know what I am going to be chasing?
Yeah, and Jarrett's already got one in. What's your answer? What were you going to say?
First touchdown.
Guess what? Jarrett's already got one in.
For what?
And we're tailing.
Derrick Henry, first touchdown next Thursday.
Yeah. Lock it in. Lock it in.
It was plus 600 yesterday. So
plus 600?
Yeah.
It'll be 250 by next Thursday. How much you want to bet?
It'll be what?
Plus 250.
Well, that's why we got to lock it in.
Yeah. Ooh, baby. I like that.
By the way, if anybody's hiring, I need another side gig to make up for all these losses I'm about to take.
And I keep saying I'm going to lock it in, and I act like I go to my phone like I'm about to do it, but I don't.
You have like Microsoft Paint pulled up. You're just painting a picture.
Yeah.
You got a nice.
Hold on just a second.
You got a nice sunset.
Wait, hold on. All
right. We need to get to Brian North. Anybody else got a pick for us in there? Carolina College Sports Talk said Virginia Tech returned 80% of starters. It sounds like Jamie says West Virginia, Penn State gets my vote. I like West Virginia at home.
WVU.
Atticus is second with Georgia. So we got 2 Georgias in there. Lock of the year. Atticus has also texted that out. Tyler said, is Shirley backing that fat truck up?
We are 1 day away on the David Price Construction countdown to kickoff.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you. I saw David Price last night.
Yes, I did too. Were you going to ask me about last night?
I feel like I did.
When?
I don't know. How about last night?
It was great. It was a fun time. And I texted it in the group chat tonight. I said it was one of, if not the best party that we've had, that I've been a part of in the 8 years I've been at Pirate Radio.
I know, and I meant to get a soundbite.
And a soundbite of what?
Sergio Dip.
Great night last night at the State Theater. Just an awesome time. Blake Proehl was awesome performing his song that releases today. And then should have been Cowboys. Just an awesome time. Great crowd. Great seeing everybody. Thanks for everybody that showed up. And great seeing our sponsors, our advertisers. Just a great time last night at the State Theater. It was a great time. And then Dirty Dan's after the party. If you left at 9 o'clock, we had a great time at Dirty Dan's. So last night was great, and it was a great kickoff to the season.
John, I'm glad you had a blast. Kind of passed the baton to you. I went home early and watched football.
Mm-hmm.
You are the party guy now.
Yeah, I felt like a politician last night. That's what I've been telling you.
How many times have I said you'd be a very, and I don't want you to do this because you have a kind heart, a kind soul.
I'm not getting.
You're too nice to get into politics, but you'd be good at it because you make people smile. And you know what makes me smile, John? After you start to have a couple, you have this like permanent eating grin on your face the whole night, and it's like it makes me smile.
Well, I appreciate that.
Yeah. Do you remember Sergio Dip?
Yeah.
Hold on.
He's just having the time of his life.
Let's see if we can hear this.
Coach, it's a pleasure to be with you guys here on the field from up close
having the time of his life.
That guy literally never did anything on TV ever again after that.
In fact, I haven't heard anything from him.
No. I can't even believe I remember his name.
What did they do to that guy?
But when I saw that text, I was like, Chandler is Sergio dipping right now. He's having the time of his life.
It was a great time, man. And yeah, like I said, thank you to all of our sponsors, advertisers, and thank you, Blake Proehl. Thank you, Should Have Been Cowboys. Y'all were awesome last night. I had a couple people come up and say, hey, great song, great band choice for the party. And I was like, yeah, it was great 90s country music being played last night for Should Have Been Cowboys.
Let's take a break. Eric said, hell, can Chandler even remember last night? I think he's just speaking in generalities right now.
I think it was a good time.
Tyler said Sean would get eaten alive in politics. No doubt. Chandler start crying on the stage. Those attack ads. Why y'all so mean, man?
Chandler Honeycutt is a piece of crap.
Why you gotta be mean, man?
Did y'all hear what Chandler Honeycutt said on Pirate Radio?
CCST says you can always sub, Clip. We need more subs in schools.
Speaking of subs, subscribe.
And head over to Jersey Mike's. Think I'd be a good teacher? I do believe children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Let them know the beauty they possess inside. Whitney Houston said that, Chandler. And I believe those words. Which is why I'm going to be a substitute teacher starting next week. I'm ready to teach your children. Mike Tyson said he was going to eat your children. I'm going to teach your children. We'll take a break, come back. Brian North joins us when we return. Pirate Radio Live. What should we bet on? What noon game? Right now, the leaders in the clubhouse are Virginia Tech and Georgia. Try to sway me, folks. We'll be back with you after this.
Are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Go Pirates!
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use. Advanced Moving and Storage.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Are you guys ready for some ECU football? Because we are here at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. And to kick this season off, we're doing 90 days till first payment on all Chrysler Dodge Jeep Rams. Also, up to $9,500 off new 2024 Jeep Grand Cherokee 2-row and up to $7,000 off the 24 model Jeep Grand Cherokee 3rd row. Don't forget to check out our huge selection of affordable used vehicles starting from $699 and up. Remember, drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we are stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Want a burger with attitude? Bad Daddy's Burger Bar is the place to get it. Located just off of Greenville Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center and a short distance away from Downey-Ficklin Stadium, Bad Daddy's has a lineup of chef-inspired burgers, giant chop salads, the famous badass margarita, and a fabulous selection of local craft beers. Get started with Not Your Mama's Deviled Eggs or fried pickles before diving into one of their juicy burgers like the bacon cheeseburger on steroids. Or spice things up with the Heat Wave Burger. People have called their burgers totally insane, but they'll take that as a compliment. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Go Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
Mr. Gibbs, Captain, you may throw my hat if you like. Aye, aye, Captain. Hooray! I'll go and get it.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. Take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and also air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Cliff.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. 24 hours from now, we will be about middle way of the Bud Light pregame tailgate. We're here 2 to 6 on Saturday, taking you up to kickoff after the game. The U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. Myself, Holt Ahlers, and Caden Norman. Shirley Rhodes will be taking your calls. Jarrett will be video producing. Brett, are you just fanning tomorrow? You just going to be a fan? Or
I
stand?
think so.
All right.
I'm a fan tomorrow.
All right. Well, hey, enjoy yourself, man.
And then I think the who do we play the week after App State?
That would be Liberty.
Are they home? Is that a home game?
No.
Not a home game.
No.
How many home games do we have?
Brett, schedule came out a long time ago. We have 6 home games.
Is that more or less than last year?
It's the exact same.
Why are you asking questions like you've never watched football before?
Well, I mean, who would know how many home games?
Everybody!
That's not something you
Every
get,
football fan. Who would know? There's only 12 games. It's not a 162-game schedule.
You're a dumbass.
Just because there's 12 games, I mean, look at the Giants, right? Look at the Giants season. They have minimal home games this year.
All right, we don't have any games in Germany or London, if that's what you're asking. ECU does not have any of those games.
Could be traveling. You never know.
Chandler, am I wrong here, or is your guy Brett struggling right now?
No, I hate all these questions he has.
There's a valid question.
Is that more than last year?
They're actually not valid questions.
Is that more or less than last year?
We still wearing purple and gold this year? We changed colors.
Did we go to red and white?
Maybe if we had more home games, we'd win a couple more.
There was one year that we had 7 home games and 5 away games.
Brett
That might have been last year.
Brett was literally in here during the break talking about I had Coastal, I had North Dakota State, I
got Tech.
I had a parlay. I'm like, man, this guy is sharp. This guy knows football. And then we come on there and he's like,
how many games do we play this year?
East Carolina football
East Carolina
isn't that type of football. There's a difference.
Whoa!
There's conferences here for a reason.
I'm the idiot.
Wait, what
Can't
do you?
compare East Carolina football to like Virginia Tech or.
Wow.
We beat them. Play the clip, Shirley.
Brett.
Play the clip, Shirley.
Brett, you are
You're telling me if you put out the Pirates against Virginia Tech, we're going to win that game. I don't even think it would be close.
Well, this year
is.
I think it would be some.
Any year.
Brett,
Shirley.
you are seriously a dumbass if you're seriously asking that question. Do you mean East Carolina has beaten Virginia Tech?
Play the tape.
Plenty of times.
When was it?
2014.
10 years ago?
We don't play them every year, dummy.
We shouldn't play them ever.
What kind of are you doing?
What is wrong with you?
Are you doing a bid
How
right
much
now?
How much better was our team 10 years ago than it is right now?
A lot. Well, again, I haven't seen this team.
We play them now, we would get smoked.
What is your point?
Smoked?
What kind of point are you
What
making?
makes you think that?
Well, you guys were talking about how East Carolina could be on the same level.
What is wrong with you? Like you seem like an East Carolina hater right now.
I'm not a hater. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
No,
that there's better conferences.
You're
better
aggressive
teams.
right now.
Josh-
You're being very aggressive.
Josh said cut his mic. Tyler said seems like the intern shouldn't talk. Now he's taking it out on all the
Hey,
interns.
Lady Marissa's going to get her sword out.
Yeah, you're in trouble, dude.
Listen, you can't defend the Pirates until we go out there and show something.
Exactly.
So,
Okay.
But if we go again with 2 wins in a season, we should.
But we
really
don't know
rethink
that.
Okay,
We don't know
I
that.
agree with that. But when you say we can never beat Virginia Tech, that is just a factually incorrect statement.
That's crazy to say.
We're not going to beat them.
We don't play them.
10 years ago. But
That's Brett's problem. He doesn't know the schedule. He thinks we play Virginia Tech 3 times this year.
look at our schedule. We can't even schedule good teams.
Brett, did you just wake up and become an ECU student? We know all this stuff.
When we play
Hey, don't
good
give me
teams,
that
we
easy
have
schedule
low record.
stuff.
It
Like,
is an
I
easy
almost
schedule.
cussed
Come
like
on.
Coach Mack did.
I just about cussed.
Yeah.
They're
What is
playing-
going
that
on right
schedule
now?
is a joke.
The fact that he said that we've never beat Virginia Tech. It's crazy.
Yeah.
I just mentioned the TJ Lee block. We had 2014 when Shane Carden sneaks into the end zone to win the game. Lincoln Riley whispering and Coach Russ here saying, "We're going home. We got this win."
That was 10 years ago. We're talking now.
But it's hypothetical because we don't play. Josh said we beat Virginia Tech with Scotty Moe. I'm going to say that's also incorrect.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Who said that?
That would be Josh. So, look, if we're going to argue against Brett, let's at least bring facts to the table.
Yeah.
Now we just got
Okay.
2 people
Josh.
arguing, saying things that aren't true.
Josh.
This is like politics.
The game that I remember when Scotty Moe was the head coach of East Carolina and played Virginia Tech. I remember it because it was my birthday. It was September 24th, 2016, my freshman year here at East Carolina.
And we won that game.
And no, we did not.
We
beat. No, hold on. You don't talk.
64-17.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a beatdown. We don't belong playing them.
We beat.
That was 7 years ago.
We beat,
Very good point.
We beat Western Carolina. We beat State. We almost beat South Carolina at South Carolina if we don't turn the ball over 12 times inside the 20-yard line. We go to Virginia Tech. I'm like, man, we've been here before. We can win this game. And like you said, what was the score, Brett?
64-17.
We did not win that game.
Well, we
got
did
killed.
beat them back-to-back years because in 2014, Shane Carden beat them. 2015 was James Summers.
That's right.
Here.
7 total wins, 15 total losses.
You remember?
Huh?
Like all time.
Yeah,
7 wins, 15 losses.
Right. So we've beat them how many times?
7.
That is a lot more than 0, I would say.
We also haven't played them in 10 years.
Yeah. Are you arguing against yourself right now?
From the first game was
Last 3
1956.
meetings, Brett. Let's play this game.
Last 3 meetings?
Yeah.
Don't bring up the 2017 game. That was my sophomore.
Oh
year.
wait,
that was
last 4
We're
games.
on a losing streak of 2.
Yeah. Before that, we had beat them 2 times in a row. What's my point?
The 2015 game. It was rainy. That was the GAM game. That was GAM. In the post game,
Ruff
said, "Grown bleep man."
Mm-hmm. GAM.
He was talking about James Summers.
Virginia Tech.
Why are we talking about
Well, why'd you get on that?
Why are we talking about this?
Because you guys were comparing Virginia Tech with East Carolina.
I don't think we
no,
were.
we were not comparing anybody. You started comparing it.
Well, I said I'm taking Tech. That's how it all started.
Okay.
Awesome.
And
Great.
I
might take it with you.
Yeah.
But why did you start getting so, like, East Carolina? Like,
we'd have to go back and watch the show and see what started this whole thing.
You started everything
You
about
started
Virginia
everything.
Tech. Nobody
Like,
was
you
talking
start-
about Virginia Tech
This is
until you
Pirate
said
Radio.
something.
We bring up Virginia Tech. We're like, oh, sweet. I like that pick.
You remember?
And then you're like, they can't beat East Carolina. East Carolina can't beat them. The Pirates can't. They have no choice. They have no chance against them.
Oh, man.
Man, come on.
Chad says Brett hates ECU. Is that true?
I hope for the football team to do better than 2 wins.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound like you're hoping to do better.
Hey, buddy.
The year before
that's
that, we did get the
so
bowl.
last year.
Yeah.
That's so last year.
We're going to find out
I'm not
soon.
saying we're going to win more than 2 games this year, but that was so last year.
Robert says, Brett, even Alabama sucked for a decade. Teams go through cycles. That is correct.
Yeah.
And then he said, Pirates are back. Do you agree with that? Do you agree with that?
I don't.
What, the Pirates are back?
Yeah.
No.
They're not back. But I understand. Like, I get that because we haven't seen them this year. I'm just saying, like, do you hate East Carolina?
I don't hate them.
No, answer my question right now. Do you hate East Carolina?
No. Do I think they're a good football team? No.
You shouldn't think that.
How many wins do you think ECU have?
What is the ceiling? Oh, no, what? Huh?
4. Wow. Okay.
All right, give me your 4 wins. You got to look at the schedule.
Well, he doesn't know how many home games we play.
You could start with Norfolk.
Oh, my
State.
God.
Give them a
What a
win there.
segment this is.
I
swear.
This is insane.
Oh, dude. Who is your 4 wins? Give it to me right now. I'll let you look at the schedule. By the way, we played 12 games.
How many away?
Do we have more than last year?
We beat Norfolk State.
Okay.
We beat Charlotte.
Okay.
We play a Tuesday night game in Brazil.
We beat Old Dominion.
That's
That's 3.
And Temple.
Dude, FAU
Wait, hold
Coastal,
on.
like,
Wait a minute. Hold on.
Liberty's gonna win.
Hold on.
App State, Army.
Talking to the
in
mic.
Mikey Stadium.
Yeah, talking to the mic. Hey, so you went Norfolk State, then you went down the schedule and gave us another one. Then you went back up the schedule and said Old Dominion. Why did you not say Old Dominion after Norfolk State?
Because when I was scrolling, I went automatically to the bottom, and then I scrolled up and saw Old Dominion.
All right.
Chad said,
wow.
Sean is so fired up he turned his hat backwards. Eric says, Brett, the hitman fart.
Well, how many do you guys think East Carolina's going to win?
7. 8. I got 7.
All right, my floor is 7-5. My ceiling is 9-3. And like everybody can have their own opinion.
Yeah,
that's fine.
I'm fine with the 4.
2 wins to a ceiling of 9 wins.
All right, let me ask you this question.
Shirley, we got
to take a break.
Yeah,
let's take a break. Let's take a break.
What a
I'll ask you the
what a segment. I can't figure out if Brett is doing a bit right now, because I know he knows some things about football. I want to say, and I don't want to get into that brain of yours and speak for you. You have seen such bad football since you've been here. Although a couple years ago we won some games, but you have seen some bad football, and you think that is just East Carolina football, and that's what it's always been.
Yeah,
but that is not
it's
true.
Year after year. And now I want to ask you this question.
I thought you being here would help you learn the history. A little bit.
I want to ask you this question as we go to break, and I want you to think about this question and give me an answer. And don't look it up, but ask yourself. I'm going to ask you right now. What has East Carolina done in the off season to try to better this program,
We'll
especially
talk about
offensively?
that when we return after this.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Save Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Did you know that GUC's electric rates are the lowest in Pitt County? GUC's average residential electric bill using 1,000 kilowatt hours per month with load management is $21 lower than the investor-owned utilities and $34 lower than the local co-ops. In fact, GUC's average electric bills are still $10 lower than they were 10 years ago. Low rates with high reliability. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going plankton!
21 and older, please drink responsibly.
There's a special deal at US Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Ottavola Market Cafe. Ottavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Ottavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Ottavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Ottavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Ottavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and OttavolaMarket.com. Ottavola, pirates supporting pirates.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, pirates supporting pirates.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive, and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Right on the corner and always right on the price at Doug Henry of Greenville. And are you ready for some football, Pirate Nation? Bud Light is America's favorite light beer and the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold bottle on sale now. Cheers to football fun at the tailgate and in the stadium this year. And remember, always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Brett has turned into public enemy number 1 on the YouTube chat. There's also an argument now about who hired Brett. Redbeard said, "Who hires these rookies?" And I said, "Ask Glenn." To which Glenn says, "To my credit, I didn't hire Brett. Chan brought him in." So now there's an argument on who hired Brett. Brett, if your goal was to be a topic on the show, well done.
So I did a little research. I looked up 2 players.
Okay.
Our quarterback, Jake Garcia, didn't even play last year.
We know all this,
He has
dude.
no
Again,
stats,
did
so
you wake
can't-
up
he
from a
can't come
coma?
in. Well, you guys told me. Look at the players we brought in, so I did.
All right,
We brought in a player that didn't play.
What are we
So
talking
don't know
about?
Yeah, we
what
got to
he's
move
gonna
on
be.
from this.
And
No,
then
you're right.
The tight end we brought in, he had
Casey
1
Kel-
reception all year.
We've had him
What
on
is
the show.
wrong with you?
We know all this.
So where are you getting that? Look at all the players that we brought in. They're not
different than
proven.
last year.
I think they're going to. You're right. But we're
Look at their pictures.
We're saying we had a solid defense last year,
Yes.
and the offense is going to improve if the
But you
defense
can't
plays.
win with 0. Offense has to score.
I'm going to agree with that statement.
Yes.
That's one of the first factual things you've said.
And there's one thing that we can all agree on, that we have not seen this team in a live game.
Yeah.
No.
And we won't see it until tomorrow at
Why
6
can
o'clock.
you not agree on what the 2 facts he just stated about the guy didn't play last year?
Well, we already knew those. We have been
but you
previewing
said we
this
can
damn
agree about-
season for months. We have talked to Jay Garcia and Casey Kelly. We know them.
Winston Wright has played.
Which one's the Michigan State?
Caden Hauser. He's the
Caden
backup.
Hauser. Winston Wright has played at West Virginia. He got into a car accident and was unable to play at Florida State. So he played at West Virginia. Anthony Smith has played games at NC State. That's 2 guys right there that is going to be playing on Saturday in the rest of the
Undefeated season.
No, you're right. We don't know.
Quarterback
we
throwing
don't
to
know.
him, we don't know what he's going to be like.
We
Of
don't know.
course, of course.
Jay Garcia hasn't played in a game in 2 years.
So what I'm going is we can't automatically assume that this team is going to come out and light people up when we
Sure.
don't even know what's going to be out there.
Perfect.
Fair.
But that also goes towards your negativity.
Yeah, but the
You
reason
can't assume they're going to suck.
We can't assume they're going to be great.
The reason we're having this.
They're not. Nobody said they're going to be great.
The reason
You
we're
can't
having
take a player
the
that
reason
hasn't
we're having
played
this
for-
conversation.
Why do we have
okay?
so many Garcias?
Hold on.
Didn't we just
Tony, I don't have time for your dumb questions.
Yeah,
We
shut
got
up,
other
Tony.
Dumb questions.
Hey, Garcia's Italian. You're Italian. All right, we get it.
I don't think Garcia's Italian.
He's
name.
not. It's a joke.
Okay.
The reason we're having this conversation is because we brought up your lock for Virginia Tech, the cover, their spread. And then you brought up East Carolina can't beat Virginia Tech.
No, you brought that up.
Who? What?
All right. We got to get to a caller. We got Atticus, former Pirate Radio intern. Atticus is on the line. What's up, Atticus?
Fellas. I got to come out and first of all just say I disagree with Brett, but I'm going to extend him an olive branch. As a former intern myself, I see a lot of people going at him in the comments. I'm extending an olive branch. I want to place a friendly wager, no money involved, with Brett. The Pirates win 4 or less games, you would win the bet. They win 5 or more, I would win the bet. If I win the bet, Brett, I want you to write a 1-page paper, an apology letter to Mike Houston, and read it on the air. If you win the bet, I will write a 1-page paper apologizing to you, talking about how smart you are, giving you your flowers. I will call in on the air, read it off. I'll put it on Twitter at you, make it as public and accessible and available as possible. But, again, if I win the bet, I want a 1-page paper, apology letter to Mike Houston for you to read on air. Do you accept those terms and conditions?
I think one.
I want 5 wins. So if they do more than
4.5.
5, I will write that paper.
Okay.
If they win 5 or less, you write that.
Go ahead. Correct. Okay.
So I'll take it up with you on 5 wins.
Even though you said 4, now
Well, I said 4 or 5.
4, we're moving it up to 5, but that's fine.
Well, he didn't know how many home games we had. He just
That's
found
5 and a half.
found another
How many
home
away
game.
games? Now, I will say this, Atticus. I think 1 page is weak.
He's just going to chat GBT that.
At least be
mess.
3 pages.
Single space or double space?
Let's do 3 pages double spaced. Are you down with that?
Whoa.
1.5 page. Yeah, sure.
Sure.
1.5 pages. 1.5 pages doesn't sound confident, but we can do 1.5.
Well, 1.5 pages double spaced.
No
is 3 pages.
AI.
2.
No AI.
What did
don't use
what's the font size? We got to get all this taken,
12.
12 point times New Roman.
New Romans.
We're going old school.
Do let's do 12 font, and then since I let you go up to 5, why don't you meet me in the middle and go to 2 pages? Since I let you get that extra game, why don't you give me an extra page? Let's go 2 pages.
All right, we'll go 2 pages.
2 pages.
Dear Mike Houston.
All right, I like this. Atticus, great olive branch. Brett, thank you for agreeing to this. If East Carolina wins 6 games, Brett will write a 2-page paper apology. If East Carolina wins less than 6 games, it'll be Atticus apologizing to Brett.
Commenters in the chat, tell us the first line of this paper. Dear Mike Houston, give us the first line.
We've already got some. They want it handwritten, so there's no chat. Although you could.
Josh says cursive.
All right. Anything else, Atticus?
No, that was it. I think we should just also throw something in there. There needs to be some sort of video evidence of the loser putting the paper together so that we know it's not AI generated. Whether he does, because he's going to lose, so he should have to do it at the station. If I lose, I'll figure out some way to satisfy that requirement as well. But I think he should have to do it at the station so his peers can review it and make sure that it's not AI generated.
We'll have a watch along.
It'll be so well written that you'll know it's not AI.
Yeah, we'll just have Brett do it during the show. He'll start at 3 o'clock, and by 6 o'clock, he can read it.
Yeah. I think he starts at the beginning of the show, and then by the time the show's over, he'll have it, and he can rip it. That's good content the whole show. We can give, live updates.
And if things go south, Atticus,
he's gonna lose.
If things go south, we'll have you kind of film your process.
We'll have an apology cam.
Yeah.
Where he's writing in shame.
Yeah, we'll correspond on that if I lose. We'll figure out a way to satisfy that requirement, like I said. But I think we all know where this is going to land, so I'm looking forward to it. All right, Brett.
All right, Atticus.
Hey, before you go, Atticus, your locks for the weekend.
Oh, dude, I texted this to Clip. Clip has several children who he could pay their college tuition off if he takes the Georgia spread. Georgia's going to win. Georgia might win by 30 points tomorrow.
All right. Okay. There's the lock.
Dabo is a complete has-been. He is washed. He's a grifter. He is the fax machine of college football coaches. He's antiquated. He refuses to adapt. He's a bum.
Georgia, minus the point.
I'm taking it.
Atticus, are you calling in the 5th quarter tomorrow?
I would like to say yes, but I like to do it as the inspiration comes to me,
Yeah. Don't force it. I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, so if something inspires me to call in, I'll do it, but I don't just want to call in and mumble just because that waters down my call-ins if I do that. So we'll see. To be determined.
All right, buddy. Good to hear from you.
I hope the Pirates win tomorrow, or else this guy's going to be intolerable on the show.
Brett's going to be the biggest thing ever. Yeah.
All right, Addy.
Bye. I guess he's gone.
All right.
All right. I had no idea the show was going to go this way, but you know what excites me? Brett's going to be here on Fridays, and we're going to have a lot of NFL takes from Brett. That's going to get the show going.
Who's your team?
I'm a Giants fan.
Giants.
G-Men.
G-Men.
The Giants shouldn't schedule the Chiefs. They could never beat them.
They couldn't.
Probably not.
They could never.
Daniel Jones
would
at
smoke
quarterback.
the
We're not
Giants.
winning nothing.
The Giants have never beat the Ravens.
Actually,
they
the Giants do beat the Ravens.
Wow,
The
okay.
only Daniel Jones is, what was the stat?
Nobody cares.
The only NFC quarterback to beat
Lamar Jackson and never lose to him.
That is wild.
Giants play the Ravens good, man.
MVP.
Tony Dunn, how you doing, sir?
I'm great.
Are you, so you're a Panthers guy. I think you've become, I don't want to speak for you. You've always, we've gone to ECU games together.
Yeah.
Have you been more of a college guy since coming on the show over the years, or?
No, I think first I've always been a pretty big Pirate fan.
Yeah.
I grew up here. We were running around when you still got the tailgate on the Frisbee golf field.
Yeah.
So, I during the skip time, I was real big because I was in school. I was in graduate school and getting tickets still, So, yeah, I love the Pirates. Well, it's just been, I say this when I say I love the Pirates. Last year was really hard on me. And I know it's hard on a lot of Pirate fans, but watching the worst offense in college football on Saturday and then watching the worst offense in NFL football on Sunday, I was the only person that was happy at work on Monday. I'm so ready to be here this weekend. They're like, how's your weekend? I'm like, no
Thank
scoring.
God I got through it.
No scoring.
Tony's the only guy miserable on Friday and happy on Monday. Because the weekend's finally over and you can get back to not football.
I know.
And me.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was rough, man. I mean,
it was tough. I mean, it's been 6 years for the Panthers and really kind of 6 years for the Pirates in some ways. I mean, I know that there was a bowl game in there.
Yeah.
But I still don't I'm going to be the person that are going to be mad. That was like weak bowl. Yeah.
No, it
What,
was.
6?
Could have been better.
6 wins that year?
No.
8.
7,
We
8?
were 8-4.
7
Okay.
regular season.
Seven,
right?
Yeah, 7-5.
Yeah, so I mean, it's not like, I mean, 5. If we're having a conversation over 5 wins this year, there's going to be a lot of angry calls.
If Brett wins his bet, there will be no need to write Mike Houston a letter because he won't be here.
No, he'll be writing a letter, an apology letter.
Yeah.
Not a resignment.
And John Gilbert will be writing a letter, perhaps, because he's got to go 6-7 wins this year, a minimum.
Yeah, I think so. I think even 6. I don't know. I think people are hungry. People are hungry for a good season. And I do have beef with something that you guys said on the radio this week about Clip. Clip gets so irritated over the same stuff every year. He's like, "Don't call in here and tell me there weren't 44,000 people.
That annoys
There's
me.
nobody that they can count the tickets.
Well, they don't.
Scan them.
Well, they don't, Tony.
But they could.
But they don't.
You acted like there needed to be a drone and a guy counting. They could just. There's a way. They scan the tickets.
How do they not count people when as soon as they scan it?
It's gotta be
I can hear
logged.
that sound right now.
Yeah.
That's how you count it.
Well, dude,
Yes.
how many times do students go in games and stuff, and even regular fans probably, and they don't even scan the tickets? They just walk through. I know administration doesn't want this to be discussed, and I'm not saying it happens, but it definitely happens.
So there's
one year the scanners didn't even work. They were like
20,000 people that walk in without.
See, why are you? Who said that?
I just heard people saying 40,000 people are going to be at this game.
Who said no?
Yes, that's what you guys were talking about on there. You said it was going to be 30.
Yes.
And then, but people that were in the chat were saying 40. I haven't seen 40,000 at that stadium since that Carolina game, I don't think. 44 is fully packed, right? That's what it holds, right?
I do have some information
we're 50.
I have information from a inside source.
They can count.
No, but
they don't want to count.
He texted me earlier today and said that the ground supervisor told him that they're expecting a crowd of around 33 to 35,000 this weekend.
I think I said 32 or something.
Yeah,
yeah.
That's a bit, but that's like double the size of the crowds for the last year.
I don't understand why you're upset with me.
Because you made it sound like they needed a drone and a guy to count. And I was just thinking, man, they scanned the tickets.
When I'm making a point, I like to exaggerate a little bit.
But when I exaggerate.
He's exaggerating, Tony.
And then he
never does it.
I pull a clip.
You pulled some exaggeration on me. Now I see why, because I got annoyed at you. Now I see why you're annoyed at me.
Yeah. I just wanted to bring it up.
Brett, do you know why
it
we're
shows
annoyed
you I
at
was
you?
listening to the show. I was listening to the show.
Tony, thanks for listening.
Yeah.
Kaz said, I don't own a peach-colored shirt, but I need one now because it looks nice on Tony. I will say, it is popping.
I would say it's coral.
What about salmon?
Yeah, maybe. It does good with my tan right now.
Okay.
It's a working man's tan. Don't look at this.
Farmer's tan?
Working man's tan.
Working
That
man's
could be
tan.
a country song.
Jamie says, Tony, it's a disc golf. We don't like frisbee golf.
Who said? Oh,
Jamie said that.
Is this somebody I'm in a group chat with? They're trying to get me to go play.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. Why did I say? Did I say frisbee? Oh, the
Froth?
frisbee golf.
Did they play Froth on Seinfeld?
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that. Anything
Is that
else?
Jamie, the Colt fan?
Yes.
What's up, dude?
What's up, dude? We'll see Jamie tomorrow.
Jamie.
Where are we going to see him at?
Here. He's going to come pick up his Alex Harper Schnapper.
Schnapper.
Nice.
By the way, if you haven't picked
I'll
him up,
diet coral.
Huh?
We'll diet coral for him.
Oh, I was thinking DIE, not DYI or DYE.
Yeah.
Good God. Josh says everybody needs to take a deep breath. I agree.
No, I think this is the most fun. This is fun radio.
It has been a
man.
fun show.
This is fun to me. What do we want to talk about? The Panthers offense now?
I got a feeling we're going to be in some crazy NFL conversations too with Jared and Brett this year. I think it's going to be fun.
can I read that on the air?
Please.
Bobo chimes in.
I know you were going to say who it was, but yeah.
Well, he chimes in. He says, "Is Brett a commie? Fire his ass!" LOL.
No, we at least got to keep him around now for the apology letter, one way or the other. Now we got stakes in this.
Congratulations, you're locked in for
He's
at least
the
5
opposite of a commie. He's not giving away any wins for free.
No free handouts. You work for your stuff.
Oh, boy.
I like there's a Yankee on the show here.
Yeah.
That's fun.
He's from Jersey.
Where's your family from, or where did your family live?
Well, Long Island now is where everybody, but Queens to Long Island. They went to the suburbs, and now everybody's fleeing to Florida.
Is it like
every person in New York wants to move? Every person, every Uber driver, everything is a guy that's got a pension, and he's like, I'm Uber driving to get to Florida faster.
Are you going further south, Tony, or are you stopping here?
No, I think they're starting to come back this way. They are, but I think Georgia, it's got to do with the taxes on a pension.
Which is why I say we need to build the wall around North Carolina.
You don't want any more Yankees?
Build the wall.
No
build
more,
the wall.
I don't know. It just sounded right to say.
No more carpetbaggers here?
I need to get behind a cause.
And it's build the wall?
Well, we had that was a phrase on our podcast for a long time when we had Cam Newton and they didn't have any offensive line. And that's when we said build the wall. Build the wall.
Mike P said, with the Yankee on the show, can you talk more lacrosse? You a lacrosse guy, Brett?
I like lacrosse.
He hates lacrosse. Sorry, Mike P.
Virginia Tech can never beat. Or no, East Carolina lacrosse could never beat Virginia Tech. Can never.
East Carolina only has a women's lacrosse.
How many home games do they have?
4.
Hey, Eric said, I bet Brett loves bagels for breakfast. Be a man. Order a biscuit.
Biscuit. A dry biscuit. That sounds really good.
A biscuit.
Brett, how you feel
bagels,
how you feel about sweet tea?
Oh,
I don't like sweet tea.
No, he can't like it.
Yeah.
That's
Get him out
against
of
the
here,
rules.
dude.
You ever had grits?
No.
What's a grit?
It's like, I don't even know
What's
what
a
it
grit?
is.
Jared,
That's an old My Cousin Vinny reference.
Jared, his approval rating has shot up without saying a word. Like, the best thing you can do, Jared, is just not talk today, and you'll move up in the power.
I do love
He's being a quintessential Yankee by just making everybody pissed off.
I do love Jarrett's, like, every so often he'll chime in. Like earlier he says, we don't play them this year.
Yeah, he's got some good lines. Brett's gonna call his buddies from Jersey and be like, man, I routed up these hayseeds today.
These hayseeds.
These country bumpkins. I got them all fired up.
They're crapping biscuits.
You ought to see them.
Oh, fun Friday show. Let's take a break. We'll come back. We have to make a pick. And it's
Forget about it.
We got to make 2 picks.
Forget about it.
We got Friday night football.
Yeah. Before we come back?
Dude, I pulled a Brett earlier this week. Had no idea there was a game next Friday.
Why aren't we picking it Friday?
Oh, damn it. And we'll be here next Friday. Dang it. All right, we got 1 pick to make.
Dang it.
I got a little excited. But we got to pick the Thursday night game, Ravens and Chiefs.
Is this Tony's year?
I'm going to say no.
No.
We're going to add Jared and Brett into the picks this year.
Right on.
So we'll could it be Chan's year?
It's been my year once.
It has.
Can it happen again? We shall.
The year of the Chan.
And we'll get Tony's thoughts on the Panthers preseason as a whole. Hey, we got to see your guys play.
And we'll talk about that.
All right. When
Let's
we return
do it.
after this.
Are you ready, Pirate fans? Free Boot Friday is back. Downtown Greenville Partnership invites you to Free Boot Friday, the official pep rally for ECU football. Join fans for live music from Trainwreck, food trucks, beer garden, family activities, and so much more. The Free Boot Fun takes place from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. each Friday before ECU home football games at 5 Points Plaza. Visit downtowngreenville.com for more information, and as always, go Pirates.
Hey Pirate Nation, be sure to have the best and comfortable shoes with a stop at Fleet Feet. This is ECU alum Chris Lunyon, owner of Fleet Feet of Greenville, and we provide solutions through one-on-one service to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Come visit us at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet, we run for you.
Want a burger with attitude? Bad Daddy's Burger Bar is the place to get it. Located just off of Greenville Boulevard in the Public Shopping Center and a short distance away from Downey Ficklin Stadium, Bad Daddy's has a lineup of chef-inspired burgers, giant chop salads, the famous badass margarita, and a fabulous selection of local craft beers. Get started with Not Your Mama's Deviled Eggs or fried pickles before diving into one of their juicy burgers like the bacon cheeseburger on steroids. Or spice things up with the Heat Wave Burger. People have called their burgers totally insane, but they'll take that as a compliment. Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Go Pirates!
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Opportunities await for all students in Pitt County schools. We open doors by finding pathways to provide the best possible chance of success for each to reach their career aspirations of choice. As we head through the 2024-25 school year, we will continue to guide our students for the different journeys of life preparedness. We are committed to enhancing academic achievement and developing personal growth through work-based learning of our many career and technical education programs, college readiness, and solutions those who will be serving our country in the armed forces. Engaging, empowering, and elevating students to be successful citizens, workers, and leaders in a global economy remains our mission. Please visit our website today at pittschools.org. That's pittschools.org to learn how we grow minds and invest in our future through 38 schools and one community. Education, the key that unlocks doors of opportunity.
There's a special deal at U.S. Cellular where you can get 4 lines for just $90. It's perfect for you, barbershop quartet.
That's us.
There's no trade-in needed, and it comes with 4 free phones of your choice.
4 free phones.
U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Want to make your day better? Order a Papa John's pizza. Get an extra large, one-topping New York-style pizza for only $10.99. Made into 8 foldable slices, perfect for sharing or not. See, things just got better, and you get to eat pizza. Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is an MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates!
Hey, this is John Gordon, author of The Energy Bus, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. UBE has been an ECU tradition for over 50 years. You can shop online anytime, anywhere at pirateware.com. UBE has the biggest and best selection of ECU sportswear and accessories for Pirates of all ages. Every day is game day at UBE. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
What a show. What a way to get back into football season. Tony Dunn here. We got Shirley Rhodes. We got Brett. We got
the Hitman.
The Hitman. Brett the Hitman Fart, as Eric called it. Jarrett's having one of his best shows by not saying much at all, laying in the weeds. Jarrett, you're gaining support.
Where's Jared from?
Jarrett is from we call it the Triangle, but is it Zebulon?
Zebulon, yeah.
Yeah.
It's right outside of Raleigh.
Oh, are you guys losing the Mudcats?
Yeah.
That's the big news there. Front page every day of the Zebulon Times.
Pretty much.
Mudcats leaving.
That and opioids.
Zebulon is farther than I
What'd you
remember
say?
it.
I said that and opioids.
All right, there you go. All right, Tony, real quick, we got one more segment with you today. We'll do a full hour next week. Bryce, so as I was at my fantasy draft last Saturday, buddy Brock Letchworth was complaining about Canales and the Panthers and what are we doing? We're not play these guys, man. We got a first-year coach, a new offense, a second-year quarterback, and we're not going to see them at all in preseason. Do they think they're too good for it? And as we're saying that, highlights pop up of the game going on, and Bryce Young's like making plays and looking good, and he's like, okay, all right, I'm happy to see that.
They should have done it the week before.
But it wasn't too little, too late. It would have been
the home game.
Right, well, that's true.
And they went against the twos against Buffalo, so.
But you got to see a little taste, and it was pretty good, right?
We needed it. No, yeah, I think Brock's absolutely right in his points, though. I mean, they're valid points. Is that first-year head coach, who is, by the way, only 1 year offensive coordinator, and there's just, we've debated this ad nauseum, it feels like, on the podcast of the benefits and the risks, the risk cost reward of playing your starters. But I think for what Brock's point is important is that none of these guys are proven. It's not like it's Peyton Manning in his prime or somebody like Patrick Mahomes. Even Patrick Mahomes is out there playing. I don't know. I did ask has a team ever won the Super Bowl and not played their starters in any preseason? And there has been one time.
Yes.
There's been one time.
Brady never probably played in the preseason, did he?
I don't know.
I can't imagine.
This is like a fairly new thing. Just not playing.
The Rams.
The Rams, like Kurt Warner? Oh, but
the Sean McVay.
Like okay. Jared Goff?
No.
He didn't win a Super Bowl.
Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
Oh, Matt Stafford. Sorry.
Okay.
Because a lot of people want to say that, the idea is, does it really help you? Right? Do you really get chemistry and continuity in a single preseason game? My idea is this, is you either go 0, you don't play them, or you play them for like a quarter.
Yeah.
I don't like the one series. Yeah. Unless you march it down the field and you score and you say, get out of here. But there have been problems.
Isn't that what Carolina did?
Yeah, and there have been problems that Carolina's been facing. They've been necked up on the offensive line. Canales made a good point was, does it help you to run your starters out there when you don't have the full team of starters out there? So you're like putting a backup in, and that so are you getting the continuity of the guys that are really going to be playing?
The argument I heard, Tony, maybe from you and others, but if they didn't have their best 5-0 linemen, they didn't want Bryce in or something like to that effect, where they didn't want him to get killed.
Yeah.
So that was the argument.
Like the decision to start Bryce
came late.
It came late because they didn't know if they would have all 5 starters,
and they didn't.
They went with it anyway. What, they have 4 out of 5 or something?
Yeah, no Austin Corbett. He had a baby. They were having a baby.
He's out paternity
leave. I do think, though,
you gotta plan. If you're an NFL player, let's plan our babies a little better.
Come on, dude.
Now, what do you think, though, about like college teams don't have a preseason? They just go out and start. But
fall camp.
They also play a bunch of cupcakes usually in week 1,
which is why I don't mind seeing Norfolk State on the schedule tomorrow.
Right.
They're a cupcake?
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, God.
Do you disagree?
I think Norfolk State's going to roll over East Carolina.
With 33-point favorites, Brett.
Are you even a Pirate fan?
I think Norfolk State. Did you not see what happened in 2017 and 2018?
Tony, you said something there facetiously. I don't want to come off as me saying Brett should not have negative thoughts about East Carolina. Well, it got me pissed off. It was when he said East Carolina could never beat Virginia Tech. Because we've witnessed it plenty of times. Yeah.
But we do need Ruff back for that.
But if Brett wants to say we're going to win 4 games, I'm totally fine with that. We won 2 last year. Hey, he's doubling the win total. But I just want to make that clear.
Yeah. We're not going to get back into that conversation because I will have it.
But I'm okay with dissenting opinions.
Are you? That's good. That's
Dude,
good.
Yeah,
I love
it. Love it. All right, Panthers saw a post. Kaz drafted Jonathan Brooks in his fantasy league. He's excited, but not getting his hopes up. What do you think about Jonathan Brooks?
Well, I think it's gonna be a lot like Jahmyr Gibbs, like how they used him. That's his name, right?
Was he hurt?
Detroit.
Was he hurt?
I think he was a little nicked up at the beginning, and they just slowly brought him in. And so I don't think that Brooks is like all of a sudden a fantasy starter in week 5. But he's going to get a few opportunities. And like when Gibbs got those opportunities and made a lot of them, they had to give him more and more down the stretch. So, I don't think
he played in 15 games, started 3 games. Of course, they have David Montgomery. So
yeah, and they didn't use him a ton early on, or till like it felt like 13. Made him a big part of the game plan.
So if you have big rosters in your league, he's great to have as a hold on, but you might need to cut him at some point.
Or if you're in a keeper league, that would be great, or you're trying to get maybe in the back 6-7 games, all of a sudden what you need him to do is when he gets his number called, he looks so dynamic that the Panthers can't help but keep him in. That's kind of what you're banking on if it's not a keeper league.
He was the first running back taken in the draft.
Second round.
Yeah.
And then what was the Florida State kid the next?
Nah, I don't know.
Okay. I don't pay attention to the draft, really.
Yeah, sorry about that. I ruined Tony on the draft.
You did.
I ruined Tony on everything.
You have.
I am.
Before you know it, I just won't ever leave my house.
Chad, I actually do have an update on the North Carolina quarterback, courtesy of Shirley Rhodes. She says, report saying Max Johnson, North Carolina quarterback, out for the season. That stinks. 1 game and out for the season. John Moody is reporting 92.7 is down.
Well, I heard that the weather the bottom dropped out. Somebody just messaged me.
Okay. But we are rolling on YouTube.
Free boot. Good luck.
Yeah, it kind of stinks.
Walk the plank.
We'll let's make a pick because we're gonna get Holt Nailers and Blake Proehl in here in a moment.
Can y'all make a pick intro this year and do something singy like y'all?
Yeah.
That would make me happy.
Chandler, let's get in the lab. And we'll figure something out.
And I also want a soundbite added to the intro when you give all the people a little soundbite like that are guests up here. Sometimes you drop them in here.
You want Tony Dunn to be on the intro?
We even got a quarterback.
A quarterback ain't never played no Super Bowl. Whatever you said. I will find a Tony Dunn clip and pass that along to Shirley to get into the open.
Yeah.
All right.
That would make me happy.
Tony's list of demands for the 2024
I'm a needy
season.
guest.
All right.
Jonathan, I need you to pad that envelope.
Ravens at Chiefs, 8:20 on Peacock, Sean. I think you can get this on ESPN Plus.
Yeah, I'm going.
Wait a minute. I was just setting it up. I don't know if I'm ready for you to pick this.
How many people are not going to be able to watch the opener?
It's on NBC as well.
Oh, okay.
So it's readily available. I want to start with Brett. I want to get Brett's pick. Chiefs, a 3-point home favorite. Total 46.5. All we do, guys, is pick winners.
Who are they playing again?
No lines.
They couldn't beat Virginia
Ravens?
Tech.
Chiefs, Ravens.
Ravens.
Brett, who do you have for the NFL kickoff next Thursday night?
The Baltimore Ravens.
All right, on the road.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and follow that pick up with my pick because I, too, am taking the Ravens.
Gosh, I was going to take the Ravens. Now I feel...
Is everybody going to take the Ravens?
No.
Well, I'm taking the Ravens because they are my Super Bowl pick for this year.
Well, then I'm going to take the Chiefs because I'm trying to get a game up on y'all right out the gate.
It's too early for that, Tony.
I don't care. I'm in win now mode, bro.
There's a million games. I'm taking the Ravens. Last year, the Chiefs lost in this game. Do you remember who beat them?
Detroit.
Yeah, the Lions beat them.
Not happening 2 years in a row.
Exciting game, too.
Very good game. And I love the Ravens this year, John, like yourself.
Ring it up. 1-0 here.
Lamar.
Y'all are behind.
Great regular season quarterback. All right, so us three, Brett, myself, John, are on the Ravens. Tony's taking the Chiefs in Arrowhead. We go to J-Bone. First of all, J-Bone, before you answer, as a Raiders fan, what team do you hate the most?
Chargers.
Okay. And then
the Broncos and then the Chiefs.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
All right. Just curious about that. All right. Who you like?
I'll go with the Ravens.
Wow, Tony.
Eat my dust.
You're on a Pat Mahomes island, which is probably the best island to ever be on.
Except for if he brings his family.
Unless Jackson's there.
Yeah.
Doing TikToks on Sean Taylor's grave. A lot of Ravens picks here.
Oh, man. Panel. I'm feeling better already.
Dude, I can't wait till next Friday to do this show and then to go home and watch the Packers and Eagles. I'm still like so
Who you got?
I'll tell you next Friday.
Dang.
All right, Tony, thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, man.
One more build up to kick off for you guys. So you'll be free for all Friday.
Yep, and then back
Tuesday.
to the post-game show.
Doing it again this year?
Yeah.
You got a 1 o'clocker for week 1?
We do. I think every game we play is at 1 o'clock. Unless we're on the West Coast.
I don't know if Chris Myers is doing games anymore. So, he always did like the worst game. I don't know if you'll hear Chris Myers this year.
We got to hopefully get Greg Olson some.
No.
Why? Fox second team?
Yeah.
Oh, we're fourth team?
Yeah.
You get like Jonathan Vilma or something.
Commanders and Bucks are a 425. Brett's G-Men take on the Vikings. I don't even know if that game's televised.
Go Big Blue.
And Jarrett.
Sammy Dimes about to ruin the Giants.
Sammy Dimes?
No way.
No.
And Jarrett's Raiders.
How do you feel about getting fleeced for $250 million for a guy that can't even stop the run?
I said this on the show last week. I didn't like him from the second we drafted him.
Wait. You're talking about Brian Burns right now?
Are you talking about Burns?
Yeah.
Oh, Burns, I love that pitcher.
Oh, just wait, bro.
Well,
just
I'm
wait
all
till you
for
paid
that.
$250 million for 8 sacks.
He'll get more than 8. He had more than 8
Apology,
last year, right?
rather.
No, he didn't.
Apology
How many
bet.
8.5.
Let's take a break. Let's take a break. John Moody said,
Write a letter of apology to me when that doesn't happen.
Oh, yeah, let's do a sack bet. Tony's got to apologize to Brian Burns. You got to apologize to Tony. Where's Joey? I want a dumb bet. He had Bryce Young more passing yards than Sam Howell last year.
Oh, that's
and he
right.
spotted
he
me 200
lost the
yards.
bet, and that's where you kicked him off the show.
Yeah, he gone. John said big lightning strike at the stadium just as Norfolk State was leaving the walkthrough. Eric says WCMB 91.3 introduces their new afternoon drive at 5 host, New York Brett. That's right.
New York.
He said Brett's on an island, Staten Island. Let's take a break.
Ellis Island. No.
We'll come back. Blake Proehl and Holt Ahlers will join us when we return Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown & Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
We had the appetizer last week. Now it's time to feast. College football is back. Don't miss any of the action. Jump in with DraftKings Sportsbook. It's a full slate of games for week 1, including a big matchup in Atlanta between the preseason number 1 and number 16. This is going to be DraftKings' biggest college football season to date. Enjoy the ride now all the way through the expanded playoffs. Plus, all newbies getting into the college football spirit, here's something extra special. New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Score big with DraftKings all college football season long. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code PIRATE. That's code PIRATE for new customers to get $200 in bonus bets when you bet just $5. Only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 877-718-5543 or visit morethanagame.nc.gov. 21 plus, North Carolina only. Eligibility restrictions apply. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. For additional terms and responsible gambling resources, see dkng.co/ftball.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. Pip, where business goes to grow.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. Our technicians stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home. Your home deserves the best, and New Blue is here to help with all of your plumbing, electrical, and HVAC needs. Facing electrical issues due to the elements? We're on it. Plumbing concerns or emergencies? We're ready to fix it. HVAC struggling to keep up? We'll bring the climate back under control. So go to callnublue.com today. Go Pirates.
Your Wood Ducks host the Augusta Green Jackets September 3rd through the 7th for the final homestand. Join us on Friday and come check out the World Series trophy. There will also be post-game fireworks presented by WNCT Channel 9, where the first pitch is set for 7 p.m. And the first 1,000 fans on Saturday will receive a Kane-themed jersey presented by Down East Heating and Air. First pitch is set for 5 p.m. And be sure to come celebrate and enjoy the final Wood Ducks game on Sunday with our fan appreciation game. Get your tickets at woodducksbaseball.com or at the box office the day of the game. Go Woodies!
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
If you're looking for wings to be delivered to your home, Wings Over Greenville has you covered. With no third party needed, Wings Over Greenville has its own in-house delivery service. Be sure to try their summer dips. Get one free ranch or blue cheese dip with any $10 purchase. Discount auto applies at checkout. Limit one per day per person. And as always, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
This is Amanda Houston, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation. Go Pirates!
You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Town Insurance is your premier independent insurance agency. From maximizing opportunities to minimizing risk, Town's insurance advisors offer expert professional advice to clients of all sizes. For personal or business insurance questions, call 756-8300 today. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, cool. Back with you. Pirate Radio Live. The bottom has fallen out. Good grief. It is wet here in downtown Greenville. Let's get it out of the way so we can play football on Saturday. East Carolina, Norfolk State coming up 6 o'clock. Our pregame coverage begins 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. 4 hours of pregame coverage taking you up to kickoff after the game. The U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show. We got a couple new co-hosts this year. I'll be here with the former Pirate QB Cade Norman and host of the Holt Nailers show, Holt Nailers, who is in the Pirate Radio studios along with his former teammate, Blake Proehl, who performed last night at the Pirate Radio football kickoff party. What's up, guys? Holt, how you doing, man?
Hey, living the dream, Clip, man. I'm excited. I didn't know Blake was joining me right here. I walked in, he was in here, so I'm pumped.
Blake, awesome to have you. We'll see Holton every week. We probably won't see too much of you. Awesome to have you back in studio. How you doing, man?
Thanks for having me. I got to start making it back in town more often, so yeah, thanks for having me.
Depending on your tour schedule, I guess. Yes. You might be a busy man.
Yeah, he's a superstar now, man.
I don't know.
How millions are lucky.
How'd last night go, Blake, at the Pirate Radio party?
It was great. A lot of fun. I was sad I only got to sing one song, but I told him next year we're going to do a whole set. So bring
there you go.
Yeah, so it was awesome. That was a great turnout.
Awesome to have the Pirate fans out. Holton was there. Steve the Pirate tried to get you to sing, Holton. But couldn't quite get you up there.
He did. I'm going to wait till next year to sing with Blake when his band gets here.
So that's what we can plan on. We'll do a duet next year.
Good stuff. Hey, I've asked Blake this question. Let me ask you from your perspective, Holden. Do you remember Blake Proehl, the singer, when he was a football player? Did he ever sing in the locker room? Did you ever hear him sing while he was here at ECU?
He definitely didn't like go around like, listen, guys, I can sing. But like, I mean, there was like rumblings, that he could sing. Like, I mean, a few of us knew, but not like this. No.
Yeah. So were you surprised when you saw him on American Idol?
I mean, I was more surprised when I started seeing him on TikTok. I was like, dang, he's like actually blowing up on this. Like, once he got to American Idol, like he was already kind of blown up like on social media and stuff. But yeah, I mean,
good stuff.
TikTok.
I remember we would kind of sing around and you would say stuff to me like in the locker room. But I was kind of under my breath.
I just, I let you take that stardom.
We were locker buddies. We were locker buddies. So I would sing under my breath and he was right there, but nobody else could hear. Only Holt.
Holt got a one-man show.
Private show.
I did, yeah.
Private show.
Holden Ahlers, Blake Proehl here in the Pirate Radio studio. So Blake, your rest of the weekend plans? I guess it's football tomorrow, but like,
yes,
do you have any duties, or are you just kind of hanging out?
Dude, hey, I'm all in on the game tomorrow. That's all I'm thinking about. I'm pretty excited. I haven't been back for a game day in a while, so.
And fellas, this will be the first opportunity to get to 1-0 since 2016. I hate that stat. I know you hate that stat, Holden.
He does too.
And Blake does as well.
I really don't like that stat. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I will say a few challenging games here and there. But a good opportunity for East Carolina to get off to a good start tomorrow.
I'm pumped, man. Yeah. I mean, as a fan, I'm kind of like, I would love to, start off 1-0, but now in my fandom career, I'm like, dude, let's start off with a banger. Let's start off with the big dogs. I mean, let's do. I don't know about Michigan last year. I mean, I think that was a little unfair. But the teams that me and Blake played, like, they were winnable games. They were just good games, and we had to play really well to win.
We got Jamie chiming in with a question. We talk about cards and memorabilia a lot. He says, does Blake's dad have any Colts memorabilia? Because he's a Colts fan. And did you live in Indy? Were you?
No, I remember I was what, probably 8 or 9 then, and they won the Super Bowl that year, so obviously he's got the ring and all that stuff, but we kind of went up there every weekend when there was home games, but I never lived in Indianapolis.
Where did you live during his NFL stops?
Mostly Greensboro, North Carolina.
Okay.
And then I only lived in Greensboro and St. Louis when he was with the Rams, but my brother and sister lived Seattle, Phoenix, Chicago, everywhere.
Were you old enough to appreciate the greatest show on turf?
No.
Yeah.
So, like, I didn't appreciate it until, like, I started getting to football when I was in, like, middle school, high school. But I was only, when they won that Super Bowl, I was only 3, 4 years old.
Falk and Holt and Bruce and Proehl and
crazy.
Azahir Hakeem in the slot. They were
dream team.
Dynamite, man. And some grocery bagger named Kurt Warner was throwing them the football.
Hey, running routes with shoes on. That's not the new turf. That's the old turf.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. Blake Proehl joining us. We've got Holden Ahlers here. Holden, you got a lot of stuff going on, man. You got your show. We got the fifth quarter. Also, something new dropped today that you're going to be dropping every Friday, right?
Yeah, man. I'm going to be releasing my best bets of the weekend on Fridays now. So, time to make the people some money.
I saw that. Dude, that was sick.
Let's go.
I
liked
liked it.
Yeah. I mean, it's legal now in North Carolina.
Yeah.
Why not go for it, win the people some money? So, that's where we're going to start off 4-0 this week. I already feel
it.
Go see his picks. Let me ask you about a couple games, Holden. I'm trying to get the chat gang to give me a game for the 12 o'clock hour to bet on so I can watch it during the pregame. Right now on the table, we've got Virginia Tech minus 13 over Vandy and Georgia minus, I think, 13 as well.
13, yeah.
Over Clemson. You like either one of those?
I like Georgia. I don't think, Dabo's like not going to get transfers right now, which I don't think you can really do in college football anymore. And Georgia's, the number one team for the last 3 years. So I like Georgia minus 13 there. It's in the Mercedes-Benz Dome. So I like Georgia there.
All right. Also, after the weekend is done, we'll see more of Holden Ahlers, a little Monday morning quarterback action.
Yeah.
What is that?
What isn't that? So we're recap the weekend, recap the bets, recap the Pirate game, man. So yeah, it's been a little bit of everything. Just my recap of the weekend.
I kind of liked it more when non-football players like myself would talk about Holden on our Monday morning quarterback.
Yeah,
now Holden gets to talk.
I know. Yeah.
I like it.
Cliff, why don't you join me?
I like it.
It could be both of us.
All right.
Sure. I'm game for whatever, dude. I'm literally chained to this station, so I'll do whatever, man. I'm here all weekend, all day, whatever. Ready to go. But yeah, we'll talk to Holt on the pregame coming up tomorrow. Maybe Blake. Blake, you gonna hang out at the Pirate Radio tailgate zone at all?
Oh yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah,
I'll be there.
You'll be everywhere. So you'll be.
Blake's everywhere too now.
I know. Kissing babies, and snapping pictures and whatnot. Blake, when are you back on tour? When is your next date?
We start October 27th in Portland, and
Wow.
then it goes through Thanksgiving. We finish in, I think, LA.
Awesome.
So,
good stuff. All right, good deal here with Blake Proehl and Holt Ahlers. Holt, I don't know, man. What do you think? Because we talked about this on the show. What is the first fifth quarter caller going to say tomorrow night about the Norfolk State game? How do you think the game goes?
I hope we win. That'd be we'd be in real trouble if we don't win that one. I mean, hopefully the offense is good. The offense looked good. New quarterback Jake Garcia looked good, but never know till it happens, man.
You brought up a good point. Blake, you can speak to this too. I said, Holden, you don't want to show all your cards. You don't want to run all your plays and everything. But Holden brought up the point. If you show something on tape, it's now something teams have to watch out for, and you can kind of diverge from that look and things like that. So how often do you kind of show something because you want the opponent to see it and do something off that as a football team? Either one of you guys can.
I mean, yeah, I think like especially trick plays like that. It's like a chess game in that because like you may show a trick play that you drew up earlier in the week literally just to show on film, or you may have then you have trick plays that you work all season that you don't show until it's the right opportunity. So it's like a little in between. A game like this, like the offense we run now is so much of like options within the routes that you can still run the plays and it'll look different every single time. So I don't think that'll be that big of a deal.
Should that make me nervous? We have a first-year quarterback and a lot of first-year receivers that you're running option routes, and you because you got to have a connection when you do those, right?
Oh yeah, you definitely do. I mean, that's just a new world of football, really college football now. That's just a new world. So if they don't know how to do that, they ain't gonna be playing no matter where they're at.
Gotcha. Blake, how many routes did you need to know and have like the back of your hand when you were playing football?
Shoot. Honestly,
pretty nice. So.
Honestly, it's not the amount of different routes. There's only 10 to 15 different routes, but it's the combination and the. When I got to the Vikings, like ECU, we had like a solid playbook, but we really only ran like 5 to 7 plays. Vikings, it was literally you know how it is when you get to the league. When you were the Seahawks, it's so many different combinations of routes. It's not how many different routes do I know how to run. It's how many combinations with the slot and all that. It goes into a whole thing.
Holden, how many times did you ask for an expanded playbook during your time at ECU?
No comment.
Okay, fair enough.
Hey, talking trick plays though, we had a trick play we wanted to run for my whole career here, and we didn't run it until my last career game here when you flipped it to Tyler and Tyler threw me the ball against SMU.
Yeah.
We wanted to run that so many times. And
we practiced it forever too. Yeah.
I've talked to guys about how frustrating that is that you practice those plays and sometimes there's just never a good time to get it in, or the coach was afraid to call it. I don't know.
I think trick plays, there's always a good time to bring it in. You just gotta have the balls to do it.
Do it too.
That's what I'm saying.
All right, fellas. Holt, enjoy your game day. We'll see you after the game on the 5th quarter. And Blake, enjoy your time back in Greenville, man. It's great to see you. We're happy for your success, and keep it up.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate it, Clipper.
All right, we'll take a break, come back, hour 3. We're going to talk to your dad. How's he doing today?
I think he's doing good. You let me know.
All right, I'll let you know when we talk to your dad. Morgan Ahlers will join us. Got the high school huddle coming up at 6 o'clock. Not sure about these games coming up tonight because it is wet right now, at least here in Greenville. But we'll talk to Morgan Ahlers when we return after this.
Pirate Towing is now the exclusive towing partner for East Carolina Athletics. Pirate Towing has over 20 years of experience, open 24/7, and they can always assist you. Don't be stranded and wait for hours. Pirate Towing offers all roadside assistance to come give you a tow or jump start on game day or any day. Save Pirate Towing in your phone today and let the stress of car trouble go down. Pirate Towing, 955-4670. That's 955-4670, and also on Facebook. Pirate Towing, the preferred towing partner with ECU and Pirate Nation.
Carolina Eagle is proud proud to partner with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to bring 4,704 cans of emergency drinking water to the local volunteer firefighters who help keep our community safe. This summer, Carolina Eagle wants to give a huge thank you to the Fountain Rural Fire Association for all that they do. At Carolina Eagle, they are proud to work with Anheuser-Busch and the National Volunteer Fire Council to give back to the place we call home. Carolina Eagle Distributing, proudly serving Eastern North Carolina since 1989.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi Spa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates!
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers, burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Chris Barsani from Orthopedic Season Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injuries or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedic Seats provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Pirate fans, the 2024 ECU football season will be here before you know it, and season tickets are on sale now. Lock in your season tickets to be a part of the Dowdy-Ficklin experience all year long. Season tickets start as low as $115. Payment plans are also available to fans who lock in their seats early. Just head to ECUPirates.com or call the athletic ticket office at 1-800-DIAL-ECU. We look forward to seeing you in Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium in 2024.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Captain Bo Brooks at Pirate Waters Outfitter in downtown Washington, North Carolina. For the month of August, we're having a 30% sale on all clothing items. Come on down and check us out. We have Turtle Box, Bahio sunglasses, Duck Camp, Marshwear, AFCO, and Grundon. You going fishing? We're stocked up with reels from Florida Fishing Product, new fly selections, and a full line of Smithy cast iron cookware. Don't forget our sale, 30% off till the end of the month on all our clothing items. We are Pirate Water Outfitter.
I'm Donald Stocks, owner of PIP Marketing Signs Print. We are your one-stop shop for just about anything printed. If we're not your go-to printer, please give us a call at 355-1636. We have over 80 5-star Google reviews and want you to be our next more than satisfied and well-pleased customer. Check us out at growitpip.com or stop in to see us at 3185 Mosley Drive in Greenville. PIP, where business goes to grow.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. and is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers in Greenville at Bells Fort, in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street, and on Greenville Boulevard in Greenville. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate.
No, I didn't.
All right. Hour 3 Pirate Radio Live. I love this new app I signed up for.
What's that?
The Shirley Rhodes breaking news service. It sends you texts when there's alerts, and I got one recently that D.H. Conley will kick off at 8 o'clock tonight. We saw multiple games push back last night, including North Carolina, Minnesota, and NC State and Western Carolina. I guess they think this monsoon will be out of here, but Conley will be kicking off at 8 o'clock. We'll have that one for you on Pirate Radio.
Is that text thread just between you and Shirley?
Yeah. Why, do you want to be a part of it?
Yeah.
Shirley, can you make Chandler a part of your news service during the show?
Yeah, I guess.
Do we have Morgan on the phone? Morgan Ahlers joining us, Pirate Radio Live Line. What's up, Morg?
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen of the jury?
I just talked to your son and asked how you were doing. He said, I don't know, let him know when I ask you. So are you doing all right? I need to tell Holt.
Yeah, tell him I'm doing fine.
All right, I'll pass that along.
He just left. He
have his team call my team.
Is that how big both of y'all are at this point? You got to talk through agents?
Yeah, hold on. Let me talk to my team. There's local politics, bud.
There it is. Morgan Ahlers joining us. High School Huddle coming up tonight right here on Pirate Radio. Had some Thursday action, Morgan, and hopefully we'll have some Friday action. The rain has come in. By the way, just heard sources say, that source being Troy Dreyfus, that Free Boot Friday has been unfortunately canceled for tonight. They will do it bigger and better coming up in a couple of weeks. So no Free Boot tonight, unfortunately, but we'll be back in a couple of weeks. How about tonight's high school slate, Morgan? I know we got some good games on tap. Hopefully we can get them in.
Yeah, I hope so. Hopefully Storms move out. Of course, worst case, there's a 30-minute window after the last lightning strike, and that's something to consider. But hopefully we could get them in. We had 3 games last night. Farmville Central on the winning side, Rose and Aiden Grifton in close games and couldn't pull it out. Conley, of course, playing Washington tonight. South Central, they're going to be playing Franklinton. They're actually Franklinton coming to Winterville to take on the Falcons. And North Pitt's off tonight, so it's kind of a weird schedule a little bit, but some good games nonetheless.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I said that I heard that lightning through my headphones and got scared.
Okay. You were talking and the mic was not on.
Well, that's how scared I am right now. I might have been electrocuted, but I think I'm okay. Morgan Ahlers joining us.
I thought the building blew up, so I was like, the dead air. I wasn't going to talk, but
Morgan, take over. I'm out of here. Chad says.
Hey, Chan, let's talk about the split block and some of the stuff that he does that you really don't like.
Oh,
wait,
that's a long list.
You'll have to repeat that. You broke up there, Morgan.
No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
All right, moving along. Chad says it's raining cats and dogs out here. Be careful not to step into a poodle. Morgan, very small sample size here. Any standouts so far this high school season? Any results that surprised you? Any teams playing better than you thought at this point? Again, only 1 week, 2 weeks for some, but who has stood out so far?
I think you're going to have a surprise with. I think Conley might be a little bit better than people thought going in. I think Rose is going to, even though they lost last week in a close game, they lost last night, came back, tied it up. Lost, I believe it was 47-40. I think they're starting to come together a little bit. South Central could be as well. I mean, they went to Kinston last week and handled business, and kind of surprising. Kinston, pretty good 2A team, and they handled it. So it's going to be interesting. Havelock really taking care of Wallace Rose Hill last week. Wallace Rose Hill, their star running back still not playing, so that made a bit of a difference. But Havelock's pretty strong, and there's going to be a lot of good football teams around Eastern North Carolina.
Looking forward to it, and hopefully we can get some action in tonight on a rainy day here in Greenville as the bottom fell out. And hopefully, Morgan, some decent weather for East Carolina and Norfolk State coming up on a Saturday. We'll be with you at 2 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Holt and Ahlers, Caden Norman will join me after the game on the U.S. Sailor fifth quarter call-in show, taking your calls. Pirates big favorites in this one coming up on Saturday. Morgan looking for their first week one win since 2016. Can they do that against Norfolk State tomorrow?
I would hope so.
Yeah.
But it's just like Coach Houston said, they're going to be ready. This is going to be one of their bigger games of the year. They've already played one game in week 0, so they're going to be coming in ready to play. They didn't look bad last week when I think they played FAMU. Is that right?
Yeah, and they were pretty big dogs in that one, Morgan, and could have kicked the extra point, maybe sending it into overtime. They went for 2, didn't get it, and lost. But that was a fun game to watch.
Yeah, so, they're going to be coming in ready to play. In East Carolina, game number 1, some guys going to be starting for the first time. You get a brand-new quarterback and new offensive scheme. I think it's going to be a really great environment for the Pirates. Hopefully this weather doesn't, pop up like it did today. But it should be a good day and a good night for Pirate football and hopefully a good start to this 2024 season.
All right, Morgan Ahlers joining us. I have an ECU question. I'll go ahead and ask that because I also have an Ask Morgan question for the end of the segment. Morgan, what Pirate leads the team in receiving catches and yards? Could be 2 different players. I think with Chase Sowell out, this will really open up to a ton of options. A lot of new guys, some returners. What Pirate has the most yards and catches tomorrow?
Tomorrow, I think Winston Wright could be one of those guys.
Okay.
The talent to do it. I think Brock Spalding could be one of those guys that kind of surprises people getting out there, getting a lot of yards after the catch. And I think that's going to be the key to the Pirates this year. I don't know if they've got that superstar receiver, but I think they've got some guys that once they get the ball in their hands can really, turn 1 or 2 yards into 5 or 10. And I think that's going to be a real big key tomorrow to move the chains and keep them going. But also like the tight end room. I don't know what the rotation is going to be for the tight end room, but I think that could be a real big key to what the offense does this season, and maybe it'll start tomorrow.
Morgan Ahlers joining us, Pirate Radio Live line, East Carolina, Norfolk State coming up. You'll hear Morgan's booming voice on the loudspeakers. By the way, Morgan, Joey Perry, saw him tweet out a picture at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. It has never looked better. That is a pretty field. I even see people like on social media playing with East Carolina on the video game just because the field looks so nice. And it looks nice on the game, looks nice in real life, and you get a great view of it every game day.
Yeah, I'm very fortunate to be able to do what I do up there, and saw the picture you're talking about by Joey Perry. They do such a great job, and I'm just excited about it. Another season number 20 kicking off for football. Kind of cool.
Man, that's awesome for you, Morgan. Morgan Ahlers joining us. All right, let's get to our Ask Morgan portion of the interview. I'm going to we'll let Brett sit this one out. Kind of nervous what he might ask at this point, and he's never been a part of it, so we'll let Brett get in next week. But let's all have one question for Morgan Ahlers. Chandler, what's your question?
Morgan, as you have been the PA announcer for East Carolina for some years now, who is an opponent, or I guess to be specific, a player that has played at Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium that you have said his name and kind of been starstruck?
All right. Okay. Can I? So are you saying a guy
who's
like
somebody,
an opponent who maybe not at the time? I mean,
yeah,
I thought he was starstruck as a college guy.
Not as a college guy, but that ended went on to be something big in the NFL.
Yeah.
One of the guys was D'Angelo Williams, played for Memphis.
Yeah, he killed the Pirates a couple times.
He did really well, and just trying to think if there's anybody that I sat there and go, man, what a great player.
Were you the PA when Michael Vick played for Virginia Tech in 2000?
No.
Okay.
Just missed out on that. Matt Forte, that Tulane team was so bad, Morgan, but he did kind of stand out as a really good player, I remember.
Yeah, he did. Forte was really good, and then you had the defensive players for Cincinnati with Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
But there's been a few defensive players that have come through that you don't call their name out every play, but they really do a good job. The guy that plays played for Houston a few years. I think
Ed Oliver.
Freshman year. Ed Oliver, yes.
Yeah.
How about
Him play, and he was just dynamic.
Yeah.
I don't know what years this was, but Jamie Collins from Southern Miss.
Southern Miss
was
linebacker.
a damn menace.
Got picked by the Patriots.
Yeah.
Yep.
Chandler, something popped in my brain. When I was at ZMB, I was lucky enough to, at the very top of the camera deck, I got to call ECU football games on WZMB. It was great. Great experience and everything. But UCF came to town, and their top receiver was Mike Walker, who went on to be Mike Sims Walker for the Jaguars in the NFL. Their number 2 receiver was a guy named Brandon Marshall. Who turned out to be a pretty damn good player in the NFL. All right, Jarrett, do you have a question for Morgan Ahlers?
Yeah, what level of football do you prefer better, high school, college, or pro?
Question.
Well, when the boys are playing, obviously it's high school, and I love watching college football. I think they used to play for the joy of it. Now they play for the dollars, but I still love college football and love watching the pros. Although I will say that I love watching pro football. But a while back, when they were having all the issues and the drama over the national anthem and this and that, sort of soured me a little bit. And now I'm more of I have a couple favorite teams. I guess you could call them favorite teams that I follow. But really follow more the players that I know and relationships that I have, that kind of thing. And, pray for the Commanders to lose. So life's good.
That's just unnecessary.
That's wrong. That was wrong, wasn't it?
It is. That is wrong.
Sorry. I apologize.
Shirley, question for Morgan Ahlers.
Morgan, you've done a lot of different things, over the years. You're PA announcer, DJ. I know at some point you have done other things.
Bouncer.
Huh?
Bouncer.
I was thinking bouncer, but I wasn't quite sure, so I wanted to make sure I didn't want to misspeak. But and most everybody remembers like the first job they ever had, like as a kid. What was your first job?
I had 2 of them at the same time. One was washing dishes at the old Channel Marker restaurant in Atlantic Beach.
Oh, man, love that.
And the owner of that restaurant also owned car washes. So another guy that went to school with me there and worked there, we were hired to clean car washes, the drive-in car washes. Go by, take out the garbage, clean the bays, that kind of thing, every day.
I never thought of that, Morgan. You go to the car wash to get your car cleaned, but who's cleaning the car wash? And that was you.
I'm going to tell you what you really don't think about is the little channels in the middle of the car washes like that. Great water goes down. Those have to be cleaned out. Probably once every 2 or 3 months, you have to lift the grates up and shovel that dirt and muck and gook out of there. That's a nasty job.
Tyler says RIP Channel Marker. Yeah, I went there quite a bit growing up. All right. This is simple, Morgan, but it's going to sound convoluted because it's just a 3-part question, and I'm giving you names you can't say. All right, the names you can't say are Holt Ahlers, Patrick Mahomes, and Tom Brady. And your question is, if you were a college football coach and you could take any ECU quarterback to have on your team this year, who would you take? Any ECU quarterback all time other than Holt Ahlers. If you were a current NFL coach, you could take any pro quarterback other than Patrick Mahomes, or an all-time NFL team. You can't take Tom Brady as your quarterback. So who would be your 3 quarterbacks? ECU, current NFL, all-time NFL. Start with college. Start with ECU.
I would say right off the top of my head, you had some good ones. You had David Garrard, you had Shane Carden, but I think Jeff Blake, going back to the Peach Bowl year, there was a dynamic offense they ran, and with Logan's offense, it really was and again, just in my time around East Carolina, in the late 80s and so on, but I think that Jeff Blake probably.
All right, current.
He was fun to watch.
Current NFL, who's your guy, other than Patrick Mahomes?
Other than Patrick Mahomes. That's a good one. Let's sit here and think for a moment.
The obvious candidates would be Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson.
Probably Josh Allen, since I picked him in fantasy. Now that you say that.
All right, roll with your fantasy guy.
Yeah, what's my fantasy guy?
How about all time? You got a lot to choose from here other than Tom Brady. Who would you take as your quarterback?
He wasn't very mobile, but he was a really good thinking quarterback, and obviously the lineage is there. I would say Peyton Manning.
I was always a Brady versus Manning. I was on the Manning side of that throughout the years. So
I think unless you were from New England at the time,
yeah,
not a lot of people like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Because they won.
He won too damn much.
So daggone good.
Yeah. He was like
the Yankees. You either love the Yankees or most people hate the Yankees.
He won all the time. He married a model. We just can't take that, man.
Model, but then he married an actress before he married the model.
Yeah.
So
too much. Leave some for us. All right, Morgan. Enjoyed it, man. Looking forward to hearing your voice tomorrow at Dowdy Ficklen Stadium.
Sounds good. I know Freeboot's canceled tonight, but 7 to 10, if you're still in town and still want to hang out downtown, come over to Fifth Street Hardware. I'll be doing karaoke over there tonight, so come on down and see me.
All right, buddy. We'll see you, Morgan. We will take a break. As we go to break, Brett, who's the best all-time New York Giants quarterback?
I'm going to have to go
Eli.
With Eli Manning. He brought us two rings.
Although I do agree with Brett's take on Eli. He was not a great quarterback, but he had great moments. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, he had big-time moments.
Yeah.
One of the two big runs that he had. Other than that, he was just an average guy.
And beat maybe one of the greatest teams of all time.
Twice.
Yeah, but beat one of the greatest teams of all
07.
time.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't know, and I mean, you saw him play. You didn't see Phil Simms. Phil Simms' announcing career took him down on my all-time list. Now I can't stand the guy. I'll take Dave Brown. You don't know who that is. Old Giants quarterback. I'll take Jared Lorenzen, the hefty lefty. Played for the Giants a little bit.
Tyrod Taylor.
Let's take a break. We'll come back when we return. Brian North joins us after these words.
It's Bostic Sugg Furniture's Made in America Labor Day sale. Quality, value, that's what Made in America stands for. Now at Bostic Sugg, get a double sales tax discount on beautiful Made in the USA furniture. Save up to 70% off Lazy Boy special purchases or enjoy up to 60 months special financing. Get your best sleep every night and save on a great selection of Made in the USA Serta and Helix mattresses during the Made in America Labor Day sale on now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
Come experience Greenville's newest theater, Golden Ticket Cinemas, located on Greenville Boulevard near Cracker Barrel. With stadium seating and reserved luxury recliners, you can enjoy the movie along with great concessions such as L House sliders, delicious wings, pizza, and hot dogs. And they even have milkshakes. You can always find great deals at Golden Ticket Cinemas, such as $5.50 Ticket Tuesdays and free family movies at 11 a.m. on Saturdays and Sundays. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show in style with luxurious amenities and top-notch service at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get
get bucked up.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear was super easy to work with when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit University Sportswear, ENC.com for contact information. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Before anyone walks into your business, the outside is what they see. Make sure your first impression is a good impression with the right curb appeal. Hi, this is Daniel Andrews from Dan Andrews Lawn Service. We specialize in making your business look great. Let us handle all your professional landscaping needs. We do it all so you don't ever have to worry. Residential services are also available. Call us today at 717-8006 and we'll come out and give you a free quote. Taking care of your landscaping needs is all we do, and we've been doing it for over 20 years. You can trust our reliable team at Dan Andrews Lawn Service, covering all of Eastern North Carolina.
Pirate Radio. Remember to always be yourself, unless you can be a pirate.
It's a pirate's life for me, savvy.
Always be a pirate. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The technicians at New Blue stand ready to face any challenge that time or the elements may throw at your home, and your home deserves the best. New Blue is ready to help with any electrical, plumbing, and HVAC needs. New Blue also now specializes in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. Contact them today at callnublue.com. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in Eastern North Carolina. They open at noon, 7 days a week with live music. You can enjoy sports trivia on Mondays with Clip Brock. Tuesdays and Wednesdays is local acoustic night. Thursday it's Singos starting at 8 o'clock, followed by karaoke. And then it's the best local bands in the area, both Friday and Saturday nights. Coming up Friday night, it is the Bootleg Revival Band performing. And then Mikhail Buck will be performing on Saturday night. He'll be taking the stage at 10 p.m. And as always, ladies, you get in free both Friday and Saturday nights. Keep up with the Buck on Facebook and Instagram for the latest, and we'll see you at the Buck. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Let's quickly head out to the Pirate Radio Live line. Get you ready for your sports weekend with Brian North, getting ready for the Blitz tonight, WCTI 12, and he joins us here on Pirate Radio Live. North, how you doing, man?
Doing fine. How'd the big pirate radio party go last night?
It was good, man. For me, it gets shorter and shorter every year. I ain't as good as I once was. I've passed the baton to Chandler, who closed it down now. So you know how the stages of life goes. Brian, I got to be honest, as much as I love the party, I don't know if I love it as much as leaving the party, going home, and turning on college football and sitting in my chair. So that was my highlight.
I was sitting there falling asleep trying to watch football, flipping between NC State and UNC, and I was thinking of you. I'm like, is Clippy at the party, or is he at home checking on his wagers that he had against some of the ACC teams? So I thought of you last night, and I was thinking the same thing. I'll bet he's more about being at home now than he is at the big Pirate party.
Yes, and that is my love for football, and but I do enjoy mingling with the Pirate Nation. Another great night at the State Theater. Kudos to Ellerby. Thanks to the sponsors, Bud Light. Blake Proehl had a performance. Should have been Cowboys. Were awesome. So it was a really fun night. But yes, Brian, I did have to keep an eye on what was going on with the games and my bank account, and did okay thanks to NC State. Actually, took them at halftime to win by more than 7 points, and they were able to pull away a little bit. But I don't know how many folks in Raleigh are feeling too good today.
Well, I'm trying to take the positive spin on it is this. If they go out and crush Western Carolina, everybody would be way too fat and happy going into Tennessee. Now there's that chip, there's that fear. And so, look, you got a bunch of new parts against a really good Western Carolina team. If people haven't been paying attention, what Kerwin Bell's doing and Cullowhee is really good. So I wasn't surprised it was close early on, especially with a new quarterback. You're working out the kinks. You've got the new helmet interaction between the offensive coordinator and the quarterback now. So there's so many new things this year. I'm not surprised, and I won't be surprised same thing happens with ECU against Norfolk State. That first half to try and work everything out, and it's probably going to be closer than most people want. But so I was not surprised by that. But in the end, as we always say, depth kind of bears itself out between a 1A team and a 1AA team with the scholarships, and they finally got things clicking just enough. And the defense played well for NC State as well.
Brian, this is kind of scary. While you were thinking of me, I was thinking of you, because I was going to come in here and say, well, Brian, North Carolina, they're going to play some defense this year. I literally brought that up after week 1 last year. Didn't they beat South Carolina last year? I literally was saying, hey, Brian, these Tar Heels, man, of course, they got the quarterback. I think they got a defense now, and that proved to be false. So I'm going to hold off on that. Maybe Jeff Collins will get the guys right. But just a weird deal kind of seeing P.J. Fleck, and I guess this is what he's kind of become at Minnesota. He used to be a fun coach, right? A lot of offense. Well, not really anymore at Minnesota, but that was kind of a sluggish game last night. Ends on a missed field goal, and hey, that's a good win for Carolina going on the road beating the Big Ten team.
Yeah, it reminded me so much of when NC State escaped out of ECU when ECU missed the last second.
Especially that last drive, Brian, where you might have got some more yards, but they go a little conservative and settle for the field goal, and it didn't work for the Pirates that day, and it didn't work for the Gophers last night.
Yeah, so it reminded me a lot of that, and it stinks when you're at home and you got an opportunity to win a nice RPI game like that, and Mac Brown dancing all the way out of there. He knows that they escaped with one, they lose a quarterback, but I think his defensive effort, they had the whole problem with Gene Chizik last year and defense, and now they feel like they've made some upgrades there. And for a one game against a real quality Big Ten opponent who runs the ball and is very physical, they got to be feeling good about themselves. But you are right. Deja vu from last year when that defense ended up falling apart after that first game.
Brian North joining us. You could really make a case, and I'm going to probably overhype this all year long, especially while ECU still is mathematically and realistically in it. But these group of 5 teams are playing playoff games immediately. And I mean, just think if Tulane did lose last night to an FCS school, or Tulsa, they both roll in their games. But right now you're trying to win every game, and the goal is to win your conference championship and be the highest ranked team. You lose one of these early, you're kind of out of that. So it really does raise the stakes for the East Carolinas, the Tulanes of the world. And that's something I'll keep an eye on this weekend. I bring it up because Jacksonville State, supposed to be a pretty good team. They get waxed by Coastal Carolina, so it adds a little more intrigue to these group of 5 games night in, night out.
So you're giving these teams that never had hope before some hope.
Yeah.
You can take it away really quickly if you have one of these missteps early on, and we see it every year when a 1AA team goes and beats somebody somewhere down the line. And you still have the conference championship ability in your back pocket, but put yourself squarely behind the 8 ball when you're one of these teams that is just hoping and dreaming you can get one, the 10, 11, 12 spots there in that playoff. So good for the big boys who can have room for error, tough for the others who don't have room for error.
Right. Florida State, one of those that has room for error, but I still think it's going to be a kind of an awkward atmosphere, I would think, Monday night in Tallahassee when they play Boston College, especially if it's like 13-10 at halftime or something, Brian, like the natives are going to get a little restless. That's going to be a weird one because they're already 0-1. But it's better to be 0-1 in 2024 than it would be in 2023. Although Florida State ran the table and didn't get an invite, so they're already pissed off anyway.
Yeah, correct. But they can't go 0-2 in the ACC, and I don't think have a chance to.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, it's a long season, and crazy things could happen. But no, and look, Mike Norvell, who's done a nice job. How quickly people will sour on you if you go 0-2 when you're coming off an undefeated regular season and people will expect you to be one of the top 4 teams in the country. So it is going to be a curious atmosphere, and Florida State's been starving for a winner for a while now. They got so used to it in the 90s, and so they kind of want to relive some of those past glories. So definitely something to keep an eye on Monday night.
Brian North joining us. Florida State fans will be hate watching Florida and Miami coming up on Saturday. That was my runner-up for game I'm most excited about outside of East Carolina and Norfolk State. My pick, if I could only watch one, would be Sunday night, and it would be LSU and USC. And that game will be on ABC 7:30 on Sunday. Brian, I'll run over a few headliners. If you could only pick one to watch, would it be Georgia Clemson, Penn State West Virginia, Miami Florida, Notre Dame Texas A&M, or LSU and USC?
You forgot JMU at Charlotte. You forgot to throw that one.
And you know what? That is a very intriguing game, especially, you know what? Let's talk about that one by itself in a moment. So I'm going to exclude JMU since you're an alum. How about those headliner games first?
So I love the backyard brawl of Pittsburgh, West Virginia. That's always a fun one that, you know, when I worked in Virginia, I used to...
It's Penn State, West Virginia, not Pittsburgh.
Penn State, West Virginia. Oh, I thought it was Pittsburgh right off the bat. Yeah, all right. Put that one in the back burner. Georgia Clemson's going to get a lot of the highlights.
Yeah.
Just because of what they have. And I'm curious if Clemson, how they've rebounded, if they've rebounded. And Georgia, of course, is loaded, but they still have some questions to answer about who can perform when the lights are on. So,
well, I feel like my answer maybe should be Clemson, Georgia, but in my brain, I'm just seeing Georgia stomp them. And maybe I'm wrong. What if Clemson can return to the Dabo glory from years ago?
Right.
You know.
Right. And who'd you say Southern Cal was playing?
That's LSU. And the only reason I picked that is because there could be 100 points scored.
Correct. And I'm curious to see what Lincoln Riley's got going on there. It seemed like the shine came off last year in a hurry, despite having a great quarterback. So, and LSU still, you know, they're rabid about their football program. So that's one I'll keep an eye on, too.
All right. So, let's get to JMU Charlotte. Why is Biff coming out telling everybody that he don't have any players? There's got to be, like, he's got in my head so much, I kind of want to pick Charlotte in this game for some reason. Like, Biff's playing mind tricks on me with his statements. JMU, a road favorite, after Biff came out and said a bunch of his players were hurt, the line went even further towards James Madison's favor. So I think that is a factor for this game. But that aside, how do you feel about your Dukes and the 49ers?
Well, I worry about them coming off of a really great year last year. They got a new head coach. They got to have another new quarterback. They've got a new athletic director there. And sometimes you get that false hope. You know, we had that false fall last week when temperatures were cooler. We're like, oh, this is a great football season. And now we're roasting again. So with JMU, I'm a little worried to hear about what is happening. And if the fan base is fat and happy, the players get fat and happy, they think this is easy, and it's not. It's much easier to get to the mountaintop sometimes than to stay there. And I always worry about Biff and Charlotte. And look, Biff could do his own NIL deal, I feel like, with all the money that he has. He could be buying players to come in there if he wanted. I think he might be sandbagging some, but he has had such success everywhere he's been. I don't expect, look, do I expect him to win everything? No, but I expect them to be better than they were last year. So that's a game that certainly worries me. I can't almost call it the Mike Houston Bowl, right? Mike Houston, when he was you interviewed at Charlotte.
That's right.
It all came out, and then he spurned Charlotte to come to ECU, and the Charlotte people were all upset, and the JMU people weren't happy. But so that's the first thing I thought of when I saw they were playing. But intriguing game. I just think JMU with a new head coach, I'm curious as to what identity they're going to have.
Brian North joining us. We'll be talking high school football tonight on the Blitz. What games you got highlighted for week 2, Brian?
Big rivalry games. We've got Jacksonville and White Oak. Even though Jacksonville's won 13 in a row, White Oak's pretty good. That one's going to be awesome. Southwest Onslow, Richland. Southwest dominated that for 30-something years. Richland's won the last 2. They could win 3 in a row for the first time ever in that series. East Duplin is at West Craven. That's going to be a shootout. And your alma mater, the Matt Taylor Bowl, where Matt Taylor, who was born and raised and did everything in the Hollywood Crossroads, including winning a state championship as a wrestler, coach there, never left the nest until last year when he went across the county border to Washington to take over their program. Now he brings the Pan-Pac into the Hollywood Crossroads, coaching on the opposite sideline for the first time. So we think that'll be a fun one, too.
Brian, every time somebody says Richlands, I think of Super Mario and nothing else like that. I remember I was like producing live high school games at some station in Kinston that had like 4 radio stations or something. But I remember doing a Richlands game and they just kept talking about him every single play. But that's like no disrespect to Richlands, but maybe it is a good thing that Mario Williams put you on the map. I don't know, but I don't associate anything else with Richlands other than Mario Williams. Is that fair?
Maybe fair from an outside perspective. There was a kid named Eric Graham that played with him about the same time. Pretty good. And
not that went to ECU, right?
Yeah.
Oh crap! Yeah, sorry, Big E. I love Eric Graham. He's a great guy. I hate I disrespected him just a moment ago.
And Eric still has a little chip on his shoulder from that because he was pretty good too.
He was.
And everybody came up to talk to and see Mario. And Eric is always sitting there going, "What about me, man? I'm over here."
If they went to talk to Eric, they'd say, "Eric, tell us about being friends with Mario Williams. What's that like?"
Yeah. What's it like to block Mario? Because he was offensive lineman, Mario was defensive lineman. So now they had a run of good players early on, but they could never beat Southwest, who was always stacked. But Richland's got a decent team this year, and they've won 2 in a row in that series, and they love their football on that side of the county now. They'll turn out for these games when the Wildcats are playing well.
North, good stuff. We'll mix in a little Panthers NFL talk with you next week. Have a great show tonight on the Blitz. Enjoy the football. And Brian, traditionally, you've been our closer on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. Yeah. So I will lob you a phone call around 5:40ish tomorrow. And if you're available, please pick up the phone.
I'm going to give you some breaking news clip that if Shirley's around, and if she's not, she can get this news. My wife was on a midlife crisis of going to New Kids on the Block concerts this summer. She went to 3, and by the third one, she said, and I'm talking Barstool. It's not even Barstool. It's called Magic Seats now and whatever. By the third one, the promise was made. I can go to whatever football games I want this year.
Wow.
To go to that third concert. So I'm back, baby. I'm back.
North is in. We'll talk to him. Either we get a press box food update or talk to you on the field probably then, I guess.
Unless my privileges get revoked. They're still...
It was George Carlin that said, you don't have rights, you have privileges, and they can be taken away from you at any moment. So your wife is well aware of that. So good luck, Brian. Don't piss her off between now and tomorrow.
I'm trying not to, but high school football nights are tough. She's got the kids. That would be 2 nights in a row she'd have the kids by herself. That territory here.
North, enjoy the man. We'll try to talk to you tomorrow.
Sounds good, Clipper.
Brian North, WCTI 12, The Blitz, coming up tonight, recapping high school action. Let's take a break. When we return, somebody called for it. Might have been Austin yesterday in the chat. Said the season doesn't start until we get a Tony Collins guarantee. We'll talk to the ECU Hall of Famer touchdown, Tony Collins, when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal to make sure you leave a happy customer.
Pest Tech wants to thank Pirate Nation for voting them the #1 pest control company in Eastern North Carolina. Pest Tech is a full-service pest control company offering a complete range of indoor and outdoor pest management and extermination services. Your experience is the Pest Tech guarantee, with a promise to deliver you results while keeping you, your family, and the environment safe. Call the best of the best to get rid of your pests. 353-4760. Pest Tech, the official pest control company of Pirate Radio.
Okay, you have got to come to the Loose Goose. I mean, right now, come to the Loose Goose, 241 Four Lines Road, Winterville, North Carolina. We are a part of Advanced Moving and Storage. All the cool things that we buy, find, oh my word, you won't believe it. We've got everything from furniture to every kind of household thing that you need except appliances. The Loose Goose. We're open Monday through Friday, 8:30 to 5:30, and on Saturdays, 10 till 5. You're going to be so glad you did.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Want a great lunch with quick service?
Huckleburger.
Need a place to dine out with the family tonight?
Huckleburger.
The fastest full-service restaurant in town.
Huckleburger.
Huckleburger is committed to 3 core values: highest level of customer service, high-quality, delicious food, and lightning speed. The Huckleburger menu features delicious burgers, cheesesteaks, chicken sandwiches, black bean burgers, salads, and much more. Huckleburger in Greenville near Lowe's on Memorial Drive and off of 15th Street near the movie theater in Washington.
Huckleburger.
Delicious, fast, fresh, and friendly.
Yeah. Get your game faces on, Pirates. Lindsey Gray here with Carolina Caliber. It's time to blast the cannons in the stands and the fields, if you know what I mean. We're flying into Dove season with shotguns galore and shells for days. Don't miss out on Beretta's $200 cash back on A400 Extreme Pluses and $75 back on A300 Ultimas. Tune in as we head into hunting season with the best deals around and the largest selection of firearms and accessories in Eastern NC. Shop online or stop on by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Find out when the cannons explode.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated: pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Rhonda from Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Fall weather is coming, and we're ready for some pirate football. Russell's has a long history of dressing pirate fans, both men and women. For the men, we offer both logoed and non-logoed from Peter Millar, Johnny O, and Smathers and Branson. Our ladies love Tyler Bowe, Emily McCarthy, and Never a Wallflower for game day. Join us in wishing the Pirates a healthy and successful season. And remember, for all your game day needs, shop Russell's in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Holt Nailers. Join me for the Holt Nailers Show every week right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
There's local politics, bud.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Well, welcome back. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? We'll keep it local and print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. University Sportswear, the official sportswear provider of Pirate Radio. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live, as we roll on a football Friday edition of the show. Let's quickly head back out to the Pirate Radio Live line and talk to ECU Hall of Famer Man, we miss him around these parts, but it is always great to hear.
In the house.
From Touchdown, Tony Collins. He joins us on the Pirate Radio Live line. Tony, how you doing, man?
In the house, baby. I'm doing fantastic. How you doing, Cliff?
I'm doing great, and even better hearing your voice. And Tony, your name has come up quite a bit the last few weeks. And yesterday, somebody on the YouTube chat during the show said the season isn't officially here until we get a Tony Collins guarantee. And I was like, you know what? You're right. So I got to get this man on the show before ECU kicks it off Saturday. So we had to get you on. We appreciate you joining us. Tony, we might get to that guarantee in a moment, but first, your overall feelings on Pirate football coming off a 2-10 year. Mike Houston has revamped this offense, new coordinator, new quarterbacks, new receivers, and that defense that played well last year is back for another year. So with all that being said, what do you think about this ECU football team?
Well, wait a minute. Did you say 2-10?
Yeah, I did.
We were 2-10 last year?
I'm glad you forgot. Yeah.
Oh, my God. I didn't think we were 2-10. I thought we won more games than 2 games last year. Unbelievable. Well, anyway.
Don't get mad about last year. That's over, Tony. It's time for a new season.
Okay. So who's the quarterback we got?
That's what I was going to ask you if you knew. All right, we got Garcia, but it's not the same Garcia as last year. It's a different Garcia.
Is it his brother?
No relation, as far as I know. Jake Garcia wins the job over Caden Hauser, and he will be the guy throwing the passes on Saturday.
Well, listen, I was playing college football 25.
Okay.
And I picked East Carolina as my team, and I thought the Garcia that I had on my team was that Garcia Jake. Well, evidently it wasn't.
So Mason was last year. Jake is this year.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to. I look at the schedule, man, and I'm looking at the schedule. And I'm saying, man, if we don't win 7 or 8 games this year, something is terribly wrong. But I'm just hoping for, the first game of the season is what I really like. It's a team like, I think it's Norfolk State that we're playing, right, on Sunday?
It is, or as Shirley Rhodes said yesterday, this is your Elon, Tony. You got your Elon.
That's it. I mean, that's how you start the season out with a Norfolk State. And I'm looking at the line. Is it right? Minus 32?
Yeah, man. It was 33.5. I hadn't seen it since, so maybe it's been updated to 32. Yeah. So
they're doing that right. That part is right. Having somebody easy for the schedule is fantastic. I don't know exactly what we have. I'm going to be totally honest. I don't know exactly what we have. But right now, I think it's really good for us to really beat them by more than 32.
Another reason it's good, Tony, I'm going to drop another one on you that you're going to not like. You know what? I'll ask you. When's the last time ECU started the season 1-0?
I don't know.
How about 2016? How about it's been that long, Tony?
Really?
Yes, which is another reason I like this game, because they've been behind the 8 ball all these years. Now, some of those, they've played good teams with NC State and, of course, Michigan last year. Others have been James Madison and North Carolina A&T. But, yeah, this one you got to get. And Mike Houston has never been 1-0 since he's been here at ECU.
Wow. Well, I'm going to just put this out there. I guarantee that ECU will be 1-0 this year for the first time since 2016, or however long.
The touchdown Tony Collins guarantee. I'm pretty sure Troy and I still owe Tony like 8 dinners or something.
Yeah, you guys do owe me some man.
I was so glad when you moved away and I didn't have to pay up on my bets.
Hopefully, I'm coming back for Letterman's weekend, man. So I'm hoping to see you guys for Letterman's weekend.
Hell yeah, that'd be great. Do you know what weekend that is, Tony? I guess I can look it up if you don't.
October something. I can't remember. Remember that.
So you're down in Louisiana, is that right?
And right outside of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, man. I'm looking at the LSU colors, and I look at East Carolina colors. It's the same colors, so I'm almost like at home. but it's just a little different. But I love it down here. My wife, she's close to her family, and that's one of the reasons we moved down, for her to be close to her family. And so everything's going fantastic, man. But I do miss you guys, and I miss that other purple and gold that I'm so fond of. But I'm looking for a great season this year. I looked at the schedule and I told my wife, I said, we should go at least 9-3 this year. And she was saying,
Been a lot of talk about that schedule, Tony, and the lack of big names on it. But, Liberty's a good team. App State's a solid team. But you're right. East Carolina should win a lot of games with this schedule. I'll ask this. I hate to be so negative during our call, Tony, but who wins more games this year, the Pirates or the Patriots?
I'm going with the Pirates.
Yeah, Pats, man, you had your run, and you might be in trouble for a little while now.
Yeah, man, I just don't know. They keep drafting quarterbacks when we need receivers, and so I'm looking forward to the season. It's football season, best time of the year. It's great. I'm looking forward to watching the game on Saturday and seeing ECU win big, and just. It's just the best time of the year, man. I'm looking forward to this season, I really think we can go at least 8-4, man. That would be put us into a bowl game, and you just never know what can happen after that. So we just need to start winning, man. We got to get that winning back. It's a thing where once you start losing and I did not realize we only won 2 games last year.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. I lived it, Tony, each and every week. And we'll be here with you after the game on Saturday on the U.S. Sailor 5th Quarter Call-In Show. Hey, it's going to be fun this year, Tony. We got Holt, Ahlers, and Caden Norman, a couple of former Pirate quarterbacks joining us. They'll be talking with us.
Fantastic, man.
Yeah.
Now, who's our offensive coordinator?
That would be John David Baker coming over from Ole Miss. So
Ole Miss, yeah.
Should see a little more tempo. Tony still want to run the football, and that could be the strength. At least, as I think, best room right now for the offense is the running backs with Rajay Harris back, Marlon Gunn, Javius Bond. So we've got a lot of knowns at that running back position. Everything else is kind of new, Tony. So we're going to find out tomorrow.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll run the ball well and put up a big W for ECU and have this program headed in the right direction.
Tony, it is awesome to hear your voice, man. Folks down there are looking forward to Sunday night. We picked earlier if we had to pick one game to watch this weekend outside of ECU, Norfolk State, what would it be? I said LSU and USC. It's out in Las Vegas, but it should be a shootout with the Tigers and the Trojans coming up.
Yeah, looking forward to that too. I'm really looking forward to this whole season. We got the 12.
Yeah.
12-team playoffs. I'm looking forward to that, see how that's going to pan out. And it gives a lot of teams a chance to get into the playoffs and make a big splash. What if, just what if East Carolina makes the playoffs this year?
Well, Tony, they have a chance because the top-ranked Group of 5 champion goes. So it could be last year it would have been Liberty. Tulane would have been in the mix. So, East Carolina, really for the first time ever, has a legit shot to make the playoff.
That's great, man. I'm loving that. I'm loving how they've done that and give other schools a chance to make a big splash in the NCAA.
Tony Collins joining us. Hey, Tony, you still doing that Survivor thing?
Absolutely, man. You know I love that.
Hey, shoot me. Give me some info.
You want in?
I don't know. Yeah, you want to team up, or you want to? I can go with myself, I guess.
Yeah, man. You can do it if you want, man. That's totally up to you.
All right.
So you go talk to the guys and see what they say. We can do what we did before.
Yeah. I like being a team because that way there's always somebody else to blame.
Usually it was me or Troy. I would try to put the blame on Troy, but sometimes it was my fault. I know this, Tony. It was never your fault. I feel like you are really damn good at that. So I want to be on your team.
Yo, let's do it, man.
All right. Tony, good to hear from you, man. Let's keep in touch during the season and do it again, and we'll definitely catch up with you in October. But great to talk to you. Glad to hear you're doing well, and let's do it again soon.
Just a call away, Clip. Give me a call, buddy.
Tony Collins joining us with the guarantee here on a Friday edition of Pirate Radio Live. We've got just enough time to take a break, come back, and wrap it up and get ready for game day. We'll be back with you after this.
Hey folks, Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have a huge selection of Jeep Wranglers and Gladiators. We have the biggest savings of all new vehicles in Eastern North Carolina. On top of that, no payment for 90 days. That's right, no payment for 90 days on new Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram vehicles.
This just in, 0% on Jeep Wrangler and Grand Wagoneer.
Don't forget, we also have the largest pre-owned vehicle selection in Beaufort County. Budget-friendly vehicles from $5,000 and up. So remember, drive a little, save a lot.
Country music star Sarah Evans will be coming to the Weldon Mills Theater, Eastern North Carolina's best entertainment venue, on September 14th. Conveniently located just off I-95 in Roanoke Rapids, Weldon Mills Theater offers a hassle-free entertainment experience with free parking, wallet-friendly concessions, and a cozy atmosphere. With comfortable seating throughout the venue, there isn't a bad seat in the house. Join Weldon Mills Theater for a memorable event where you can relax and make lasting memories. Get your tickets to see Sarah Evans on September 14th at WeldonMillsTheater.com.
This is Holt and Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt and Ahlers Show.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
Are you tired of the same old fast food routine? Shake things up for lunch and dinner at Clean Eats Cafe. We've cracked the code to make healthy dining tasty and affordable. Whether it's a power lunch or a family dinner, we've got you covered. Sit down in our cafe for a brainstorming session or catch up with friends. Even stop in after a workout for protein smoothies or a protein iced coffee. Our atmosphere is welcoming and our food is fresh. All for about the same price as fast food. It's time to ditch the drive-thru and feast on flavor at Clean Eats Cafe, Red Banks Road in Arlington Village.
Pirate Radio.
It's never like the same stuff you hear every morning or like every afternoon on talk shows.
Your locally owned, locally operated radio station.
There's always new content. That's the way I like it.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a good day for the stock market to close out the week. The Dow was up 228 points at 41,563. The NASDAQ was ahead 197 points at 17,713. The S&P was up 56 at 5,648. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show.
All right. Thank you, Shirley. Brett, thank you for making this show more entertaining today with your asinine comments earlier. Jarrett, good show for you. We'll hear from you guys next Friday because we'll be making our NFL picks. Week 2. Excited about that.
Boy!
We'll also be talking ECU ODU. It'll be in full swing at that point, and I'm excited.
Yes, sir.
We will talk to you 2 o'clock Saturday on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. And after the game, the U.S. Sailor 5th quarter call-in show. Sean, have fun at the tailgate and the game?
Yes, sir, I will. And hopefully I'll be talking to you tomorrow night for the 5th quarter call-in show, talking about a 1-0 ECU football team that we have not seen since 2016, but I will pop in for the 5th quarter for a brief moment.
We'll be with you all day coming up on Saturday beginning 2 o'clock and looking forward to it. Until then, for the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation